They did another diagnostic on it. Guess what? Nope, can't hear. It's got to go to the dealer. So I don't know. So they gave me an old spare bus, bucket goddamn rock hard sheet on it. But what the hell's that? Holy shit! Got a weather warning.
Hey, there's Mr. Dave.
Hi, guys.
I just got a wind warning, high wind warning from Environment Canada on my weather radio. So it's gonna be windy tomorrow. You won't be flying tomorrow, Paul. So, who's that in there? David Ennis. Who's
How
that?
are you, Paul?
Hey, Dave, how's it going?
Going good. How are you?
Hey, not bad. Just give me a second, guys. Here, I just gotta pull up the chat here. And oh, look who's in there tonight. The first guy on the run, Mr. AZ himself.
There he is.
All right. And Dominic in a close second. And here comes Russell Clarham. Hey, and Chuck, holy mackerel, he's in.
Jim
And
Jackson.
Wow. They're just piling in here tonight. All right.
Okay, what I gotta do here. Boop, 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 boop.
What's it do? Oh, that's okay. Yeah, so anyways, they give me an old spare bus. It looks like it's only been used, what, about 3 or 4 times this year. I think they got it out of the National Archives. Anyways, I called them right away.
Yeah,
They give it to me. I said, nah, I said, this ain't gonna work. Because that seat, there's no adjustment to it. It's a solid seat. There's no air ride. The cushion just flattened right out. This is gonna kill my back. I said, I'm okay for a day or two. Don't get me wrong. But I said, I can't continue to ride this bus. Okay, we'll work on get you another one. So I get my bus back. So, and I said, plus there's stuff in my bus too.
hey, Chuck Kovacian, how's it going?
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, what's up,
AC?
Chuck? Okay, yeah. I had to do that once. Okay, I got it out of my system. But, hey, leave that box alone. I might want it. Like a dog eating cardboard box. Jesus. No. Might want to use that box for garbage or something. A package garbage. It's a good sized box. And it's heavy. I don't know if I can bring this up or not. Okay, let's go to here, to here. Okay, return signs, whatever.
USA Drone Fire, Joe America. How you doing?
So, anyways. So, guys, so this is what I bought, and it came today, right here. Okay, it's a sander for doing drywall and stuff, and it comes with a vacuum bag and some things. But I already bought some extra ones. But anyways, for sanding drywall and stuff, you can do ceilings with it. It's you got different RPMs on it. Anyways, it comes today. I played with it for, like I said, 10 minutes. And it seems to work pretty cool, but it is heavy. So.
Morning, all.
Yeah, but good morning to you. Good evening to us.
Hey, Dominic.
Hello, David.
Good. I'm good. I help you.
Good job. How do you get time off already to go to England there, Chuck?
Yeah, he's heading for England
Yeah.
Sunday.
I thought he was waiting for the coronation, then he was going down, wasn't he?
Yeah. Good coronation was.
In May sometime.
Yeah.
When
it's
is
all
the
right.
coronation?
Huh?
Is it in May?
Yeah, it's in May.
That's when we need. That's when we need David Birdman or Laura. They'll tell us. Or Mark R. White.
But I thought it was
They're the two that. They're the two lots that would tell us.
Yeah.
The coronation May 2nd or something.
I just know that it's coming up.
Oh, okay. You was there 3 months ago. The videos are just starting to get produced. He's already got them. He just haven't put them out yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You hear that? You hear that? I get weather warnings. I get weather warnings for a high winds there.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Well, they call for up to 50-mile-an-hour winds to 80 kilometer an hour here.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they changed it a bit. We see.
Okay.
Go take a quick look. Calling for 52 miles an hour gust,
Wow.
which is 84 kilometer an hour gust. Tomorrow,
I was just going to
Sunday,
say it's around mid-80s.
yeah, so
That's,
There'll be some electrical outages with that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Very
Well, at least
interesting.
no. Well, they're calling for freezing rain about 3 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
It's going to be like plus 10 tomorrow, which is
Oh,
what?
wow.
Freezing rain and high winds, not a good combination.
Not a good combination. Not at least it's Saturday. You know me, I got
Yeah.
lots of. Actually, I'm gonna go meet somebody tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So
Oh,
Oh, okay.
tell us more.
It's his
I can't tell you more. I don't know anything about her too much. Well, I've been taught. I talked
it's
to
an
her.
online thing, Dominic.
Oh,
I've
okay.
talked to her for the last 2-3 days. I've seen pictures of her, and we've been talking on just texting, right? So
Interesting.
yeah. The other one got me scared. I ran away.
Oh. Okay.
Her whole family's dysfunctional, but her grandson just got charged with murder.
Oh, no.
Yeah, whoa.
Yeah.
That's enough of that crap.
Hello.
Bye.
Hello, Joe.
Got no ties.
USA drone flyer.
Yeah.
I think I've got everybody.
Yeah. Oh, Captain Joe's in there. Chucky, Tim Jackson,
Hey, Tim.
AD.
Tim Jackson's there. Yep.
Because you're Saturday there, aren't you, Dom? Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday morning. It's 8:05 here,
Yeah.
7:05 in Queensland,
Yeah.
and 5:05 in Western Australia. 7:35 in South Australia.
So it's bright early morning for Tim there, huh?
Yep,
Well, a friend of mine, his son just tested.
there he
Here
is.
comes Tim now.
Good morning.
Tim,
Hey,
Hey,
how
good
you
morning,
doing, Tim?
Hey, Tim.
Yeah, doing all right. A little hungover, but you know.
You sound you sound a lot more chipper than most mornings.
Yeah, right. Oh,
David Ennis has said hello to you too, Tim.
hey, David. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. Doing good. How are
Nice.
you?
Yeah, pretty good. Nice to see your ceiling again. That's pretty good.
Yep, as
Yeah.
usual. We always love
Yeah.
seeing the ceiling.
hey, I go in Elmer, a little town about 10 miles west of me or east of me. There's a big conservation area, but all the tundra swans are coming through, the migrating right now. And here's a bit of a picture of them right here, right now. Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah, but they're all migrating right
My
now.
job
Right?
is to inform the public and try to answer
Is that
them
normal?
as best.
Oh, yeah.
Do they really make
It's
the
about the
right?
same.
What is that yellow stuff out there? How much do you feed?
Every year they come through here. Yeah.
You
They
go over there.
Yeah,
Go over
they
there
feed-
with your shotgun, Paul. No, I'm just kidding.
Tundras, yeah, they're protected.
Yeah, they would be.
Hey, Tim and Dominic.
Yeah.
it's,
Do you guys know a broadcaster, a news lady by the name of Liz Hayes with 60
Yes.
Minutes Australia?
Yes.
I've
Yeah.
been watching her today. That show she does. She's really good, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she
I
gets
wonder-
in depth.
Yeah.
Well, it's like what I've seen so far. It's just the unsolved
Mm.
things that are
Yeah.
going on. And some of them go way back, some of them are a little more recent. She's really a good reporter, I think.
Yeah, I don't mind her.
Yeah, it's interesting.
you guys
She's
see
been
that?
around for years.
They watch they print on your wall, comes in.
Wow.
What
Huh?
the hell?
And they
Really?
can-
Wow, that's technology.
Can you imagine?
Jesus.
Okay, the guy takes about 10 minutes and does all that for you. Holy crap, man! You just
Just
punch
think,
it.
if we had that back in the 70s. Holy hell.
Yeah.
Well, High-tech printer, automatically sets to the smoothness of the law just accordingly. Wow. You imagine?
So, Mudball. Hello,
That's
Don.
wild. Hey, Don. How are you?
If we had that in the 70s, we could have printed that really nasty wallpaper.
It would have been better than that nasty wallpaper. I can't think. Oh, I
Yeah,
hated that.
that wallpaper really sums up the 70s.
Oh, I hated it. Yeah. Jeez. We used to tear it up and take it off the walls, me and my brothers.
But watching people put wallpaper up was very entertaining, I must say.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Watching grass grow.
Yeah.
And then came along paneling.
Yes.
Wasn't
Faux
that
wood paneling.
Yeah. And how dark the living room was when they installed it.
Yeah. Some of those trends just never die, and some of them, thank God, they did.
Yeah. Justin wouldn't understand what paneling was. He's a youngin'.
Mm,
Give me stucco anytime.
yeah.
Yeah.
The stucco.
Oh my god. Man, I'm hungover. Woo.
How many did you get going last night?
Last night I stopped at 14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was getting tired. Had a long day.
Yeah. And a couple of hours on the internet as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that was fun.
Mm. Yeah, that was
You had
different.
quite a few people on there, Dominic.
Yeah, I got up to 9 at one stage.
Yeah.
Oh, you had 43 watching if you put everybody
That was
together.
40, but that was 43. It was 48, but that was all over the 5 or 6 streams we did,
Yeah,
because everybody was streaming to their own channel as well.
that was wild.
Yeah, and then trying to keep up with who was in what chat.
Yeah, well, we could see them all on StreamYard, but not on
you
YouTube.
could see them all
you
on
know?
StreamYard, but you just didn't realize who they were from.
Yeah,
Because it would have been interesting to know who was in what chat as well, because there were people that were on one chat, then would come to my chat, and then would go to someone else's chat, and they were
Yeah.
saying hello from whoever's chat, which I thought was interesting, but at the same time frustrating, because you didn't really know where they were from.
yeah, it was pretty funny though. It was all right.
Well,
Lloyd
the
used
only
to
way to
crack
find
up.
something out is to do it.
Yeah, that's right. Lloyd, he cracks me up, man.
Yeah,
God, he
I
cracks
had
me up.
I had to invite Lloyd,
Mm,
because
cracks.
I just love how honest he really is.
Oh, he is straight to the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I call him my little buddy.
Yeah. He's just such a straight shooter.
That's the Okies for you.
Yeah. And my brother spent time in Oklahoma, and I went there as a young child, and was just surprised at their hospitality, as well as how, really friendly.
It's the Southern way, Dom. And
Yeah.
if you go to New York and stuff like that in the cities, you won't get
Yeah.
to like that. And it's the Southern hospitality.
Yeah. That's because we went through Oklahoma, Texas. Trying to remember, there's probably another one in there too. Because we went to four different states in that area. I know Nebraska was one of them. Trying to remember another one. been 40 years ago. My mind isn't what it used to be. So, but one of these days, I'll get back there.
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath for
No,
me to get back there. No,
well, you never know.
a lot of
Yeah,
things.
you
have
never know.
changed. A lot of things have changed.
It'd be good to see how different it was.
Oh, yeah, just talking to people, hell of a lot different.
Mm.
So Paul, you gonna stay up till midnight tonight?
Why? What happens?
Well, the first ship goes through the locks in the morning, doesn't it?
No, if I'm not up, I'm not up. Well, there's times when I am up, you know?
Yep. Apparently it's going through at 12 a.m., but 12:01 or something, I think, isn't it?
12:01. Yeah. That'd be interesting. First ship in a while.
Yeah, well, I see all the ships are starting to move right now, so Paul's gonna get a lot busier doing ships, eh? How many
Oh,
did you
that's
get
good.
today, Paul?
Just two.
Just the two today, okay.
Well, there's another one coming later tonight, a bigger one.
Yeah.
The Burns Harbor is due in here probably around sunset or whatever.
Well, okay.
The light has gone out on the ceiling.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
That must be something about Queensland with lights going out. Did you see the football last night with the lights going out at the Gabba?
No, I didn't see it. I can't watch the sports.
Oh,
Me.
okay. Yeah, the light there. One of the light towers, one of the globes exploded.
Holy shit.
Yeah. 10 minutes to go in the last quarter, and the lights go out. So and then all the lights went out because it tripped all the other fuses. Took them 35 minutes to get back and finish the last part of the game.
That's hilarious. And do you see the Dolphins are playing Broncos? That should
Yeah, I
be a
saw
good
that.
game. That should be a good game because Bennett back in the Broncos. It's gonna be good.
Think
Yeah,
of the double. He just showed up.
here he is, Justin.
Hey Bertha.
Bertha,
And here comes Bertha.
you guys crack me up.
How you doing? How you doing? Still makes me laugh. Them cops just took off. They didn't even stop. They just took off. I was like, "How you doing?" And they're like, "Gone." That's hilarious.
Start meter reads this next week.
Oh,
Oh,
go back
okay.
to meter reading?
Yeah, it's gonna be 5-10 hour shifts a week.
Did you get any feedback about the truck situation?
Not yet, no.
So do you have to leave town again or what?
No, it's all here local. It's gonna be our annual read for our area.
How long does it usually take you guys to do all that?
It's usually a couple months.
Okay,
Do you meter read your own house?
I mean, you can, yeah.
That would be funny.
If you have
Why is it
gas.
so low this month? Why is it so low this month?
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah, technically you could do your own meter if you happen to run across it on your paperwork. There's no rules against that, so.
That'd be funny. Why was it only $15 this month? I don't know.
well,
but-
whatever is missing would be added to next month's.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. You're right.
Unless you kept it up and kept calling it in.
Yeah. It started from zero for some reason. I don't know.
And in about 5 years, you'd owe them $100,000. You know?
Yeah.
Well, luckily down here, honestly, gas, unless you're using like a hot water heater or heating your pool, you're really not using gas
Yep.
much. Even in the winter time.
I seen I see down in the States there now, Biden, he's going after your air conditioners. First it was gas stove, then your furnace, because you want
Yeah.
to go like.
He
Oh,
wants,
now
he
he-
wants to get rid of air conditioning.
Now he crossed the fucking line. Be damned if he's gonna do that down here.
Well, he's gonna save you money by turning off the air conditioner.
Oh, yeah, that was like the whole smart thermostats there in Texas for a while. People didn't realize that when they allowed the electric company to put them in, but they actually gave control to the electric company, and the electric company was wirelessly turning people's shit down
Yeah,
and locking their thermostats so they couldn't adjust their temperatures. The people are ripping them off the walls and putting their own back on there
Oh, yeah.
because they didn't tell them they were doing it.
Well, see, that's the thing here. If you allow them to, yeah, they put a thermostat in here, but if the power is low or something, they can
they can shut it down in a brownout. Yep.
do
Yeah,
whatever.
screw that.
Like, fuck you.
Yeah, you're not touching my powers. That's off. And they're gonna charge me the same amount every month.
Yeah.
You know that you're not gonna get any break on your power bill.
Hey, Paul, I was just watching Boatner there. Look like they never touched that bridge again today.
No, I don't see them. They haven't been working. I don't know what that big tube is that's going up there though, but
Yeah.
you see that white tube?
Oh, I didn't see that. No. They didn't zoom in on it, just seen it from a distance. No. No, go lay down now.
Yeah, see, most people here just have gas meters for their generators. So they'll pay like $15, $20 a month just to have a meter on their house.
Yeah.
And some won't even use it for anything but that. But the gas company will make a few $100s off of them a year just for having it.
Well, and the thing is, it runs for about 10 minutes every week, right? 10 to 12 minutes or something.
Right, it's not enough to really register on your bill too much. It might be a couple dollars or something difference, but. Well, like I said, a few $100 for thousands of houses throughout Florida. Just for sitting and not doing anything. I mean, that's just straight money that they're making. Cause you're not actually using anything.
Hmm.
Give Paul a picture of it, but I haven't done it. I was over at that train meeting. A friend of mine gave me this to finish it.
Okay.
A model. He said, you can have it. I don't want it. It don't fit my
Nice.
leg. So it's got rafters and everything else. I got all the parts and pieces for it. Just gotta find time to do it.
Okay.
So I got, just on my live stream last night, Dominic, I got like 109 views.
I've gone over, I think it was 205, I think.
Hey, Justin, how come your voice ain't very good on your
That's crackling.
Yeah,
really up tonight?
that last comment was crackly.
Sounds
Is
like
that
he's
better?
underwater.
Huh?
Is that better?
No.
No.
But
Still a bit crackly.
Still got, the crackle. We can make out what you're saying, but it's crackly.
They're just-
Like you're underwater.
Yeah.
Mm.
Trying to suck air.
He's got mucus in his rotors.
Oh, maybe it's not the microphone. Hey.
Hey, yeah, maybe it might be. Never mind.
maybe talking and eating at the same time.
He's gargling
Yeah.
dinner.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Is that better?
No.
No?
No, it
No.
might be. It might be your headphone mic. You got another mic you could try?
Huh,
Oh, hey.
I don't know.
There. That sounds better.
That's better?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
better.
That's better.
Okay.
Now, if you look at his picture, right? If you just take a glance at it and then look away, doesn't it look like a pelvic bone?
You got a
You see
point.
what you wanna see, Tim.
It does,
Yeah.
doesn't it? It does. It looks like a pelvic bone. Anyway.
Yeah, that live stream I'm at 110 views on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it went up
Oh,
one view.
Well, good for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, good for you. I'm at 205. 205, 44 likes and 3 comments.
I'm at
Well,
three.
that would be good if you were live streaming to like 6 different platforms. You could have each person do 2.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like if they had the paid version.
yeah.
Like you and
Well,
Bill could do 4. Well, how many can you do on the paid version? Is it 3?
You can do a total of 6.
Okay.
You can stream, it means that 3 people can do 2 destinations each,
Okay.
or 6 times 1. It has to be a total of 6 collectively, 6 destinations collectively. So that could mean 3 do 2, 1, 2 do 3. Because you can only do, I think it was you could only do 2 at a time. And it has to be 2 and 6 is the collective. Because I think we had 6 times 1 at one stage.
Well,
Well,
isn't
well,
that special?
the only thing that sucks though about those type of setups is if they're not going to collaborate with YouTube, they're kind of not all that great in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
Like, it'd be
isn't that
nice.
special?
Yeah, because you had 6 different chats, 6 different chat streams.
All right.
And we could see it in StreamYard, but we didn't know who they were from in terms
Right.
of which stream they were talking from. Because you had the interactions on various streams where people are saying hello to each other, and Paul's putting them up on the screen, and we didn't know which chat it was coming from.
Ah,
So it was a bit confusing, but at the same time, very interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Sorry. I was trying to get the sound effect from SNL. Well, isn't that special? But it's too low.
There's
Well,
Chuck.
isn't that special?
Hey, Chuck.
Mr. Chuck.
Mr. Chuck, how you doing? How you doing?
There he
you
is.
doing?
How
Oh,
you
you got a bit of
doing?
sunlight there. That's great.
He is.
TGI mother effing F.
Yeah.
What?
He's
That was
just
yesterday
glad
for
it's-
me.
Glad it's Friday.
Yeah.
Mr.
Well,
New
you're-
York City.
That
You're
was
in Eastern
yesterday for
time.
me.
It's Friday. Yeah, I know. You're deep in your Saturday there, mister.
Yeah, I was going to say that's so yesterday.
That's so yesterday. Yeah,
I like
You're just
it.
a man. You're just a man ahead of your time, Tim. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made me older every day. Yeah,
I'm a half day behind you no matter what I do.
yeah, 18
Oh.
hours.
God.
Justin's always
Better
been
part.
behind the times, so it's a shame.
Frightening.
Uh,
All these next 2 months are gonna suck.
Mm,
why? Why
Well,
suck?
get your knee pads. Get knee pads.
yeah.
Sorry. I'll shut up.
Oh, no, that was funny.
Dave liked it.
Oh,
I
look at
loved
the
it.
traffic. Here we go.
God. It does look like a pelvic bone. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You can't unsee it now.
I can't unsee it. No, just can't unsee
Thank you, Mr. Jackson.
it.
What did I miss?
Oh.
No worries.
I don't
Hey,
know.
Paul, there's another
Yeah.
kid coming up right now.
Yeah, I know.
Well, Chuck, if you look at Justin's picture, it looks like a pelvic bone.
Yeah, Goma Harvester.
Oh, yeah, I can't look at that right now. I got a mass hole in front of me trying to get me killed. Fucking mass hole. Stay in Massachusetts where you belong. Get out of New York. We don't like you here. Go. Go out. Go.
Go up to Binghamton, Chuck. It gets worse.
Been there.
Yeah, I did the
No,
cable. I
it's-
walked every pole
I
there.
don't think I don't think it's the state that the person's from. It's the vehicle that they're driving.
I liked Elmira. That was a nice place.
Elmira's nice, yeah.
Yeah,
I've
it's a
been there.
little quaint little town.
Elmira. I had a friend in when I went to SUNY Binghamton, I had a friend who was from Elmira in our class. He was a character.
Yeah,
I was
I
there.
did
in
all the cable.
60s.
I did all the cable. I climbed every pole up in upper state New York.
Wow. I should look that dude up. I wonder what he's up to now.
Well,
Is he still breathing? What's he doing? Just wonder.
You'd be surprised with the friends that you had in the past that you don't see no more, and how many of them have passed away. It's Jesus.
Yeah, I'm not digging that, dude. Not digging it.
Yeah.
I know I've run into some people that like from my past that I haven't seen in like 15 or 16 years, and I cross paths with them. They recognize me, and I look at them like, who is this old dude?
Yeah.
And then they say who they are, and like, and then like you connect the dots in your mind. It's really wild. You kind of go fast forward backwards, and you see them when they were young, and then it morphs into what they are now, and it's like, oh, shit, yes, Steve, how the hell you doing? It's really weird.
It's like seeing your ex-girlfriend from high school and then seeing her now and going, holy Jesus. You know?
Boy, am I glad, I'm glad that didn't work out, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, damn, you used to wear bikinis. Anyway.
Now you go to Omar.
Now you wear a parachute.
Fashions by Omar the tent maker.
Right, Omar the tent maker.
Her pants are Dunas. You know.
Yeah.
Big and wide. I
Yeah,
buy
but
my clothes
it
from
can
Omar's
go
Big
the
and
other
Wide.
way too.
Yes, they can get super hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could, they were
What's the ugly duckling?
they've improved.
Yeah,
I'm being
there are
I'm
a
being
lot of-
nice when I say that. They went
No,
from
there are a lot
not
of-
much
lot of
to a
girls.
lot.
Or they had the ugly duckling syndrome. That
Yeah,
they
I
look
was being
school
I was
then.
being nice when I was
Yeah.
saying that.
Oh, time has been kind to some of the girls in my high school class.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
mine too. Mine too.
No, there are a couple like, whoa. Some just never changed. Some are just like
Yeah.
exactly the same.
I tell you.
No, Tanya decided.
Yeah, there's some of them that.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many times did you get hit by a bus? Jesus.
Exactly.
Wow, happens to us guys too. I think spring really wants to happen here, but it's struggling.
I'm waiting for all the leaves to come off the trees. Maybe my Starlink will get better.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Freaking-
I'm just waiting for that autumn rush.
Yeah.
There's still a bit of greenery here.
Oh, there's heaps here. Not changing. Crap.
That's right. You guys are going the other way, aren't you? You're coming out of summer
Yeah.
and going in the fall.
Yeah, we're going in the
Autumn.
fall.
Oh, what happened, Paul there? You take off?
We don't
Oh,
have
yeah,
fall, we have
beaver come
autumn.
down.
I heard you
I'm
guys
at
could
company,
see
but I'll
northern
be
lights
back.
or southern lights last night. You guys could see like the aurora last night.
You had to be on the south coast of Victoria or most of Tasmania. So it was
Yeah.
even too
That's-
far for me.
Yeah, I couldn't see
Is
it.
that kind of like crazy though for you guys or no?
No, it does happen often in Tasmania, but not in the south coast of Victoria. Sometimes we get it there.
We can never see it. up
No,
here.
you're a little
It's
bit
much
too
like
far
the
up.
story-
Oh
If
yeah.
I went for about an hour and a half drive, I could have seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like
Hey,
I thought it
Ron.
was gonna be like tonight,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
summer-
I'd have to go to probably Warrnambool or Phillip Island,
Probably
or
Hastings.
Port
You could
Nepean,
probably see it.
Hastings.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hastings is another one. You'd probably be able to see it.
Yeah.
Paul's
I
waiting
could
for
get down there.
later. There's a Burns Harbor. It's in Marine City right now, so Paul's waiting for that one to come out so he can fly it. But the
The
ship
Burns.
will line up now again for him because they're getting ready to open all the locks now, starting tomorrow or tonight or whatever.
Oh
It's
yeah.
gonna be busy. Gonna be busy.
Happening?
They're opening up the locks on the river, so he's gonna be busy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
gonna pick up a lot there next to a lot.
That ought to be interesting. Like Lori and I hiked the same trail 3 winters in a row, and this winter was the first time there wasn't much snow, but holy crap, was the water flowing. Wow. I mean, the waterfalls were intense. So does that mean when they start running the canal system, it's going to be like, interesting?
Yeah. Wait till California starts melting. You see all the snow they got out there? Holy.
Right,
moly.
That's
yes.
true. That's right. Yeah. I mean, but they probably will love the water. I mean, they get the snow
Well,
melt,
yeah.
they get
Well,
snowpack.
they said that now the water levels are right up already. And that one ski resort there, the snow right to the top of the towers for the chairlift. They can't even operate it because there's so much snow.
How much snow
That's
do they
where-
get? 'Cause normally an inch of rain takes 10 inches of snow to get you an inch of rain, typically.
Paul,
That's
that's
what
right
she
where Michelle's mom is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was pictures of places people
I
got houses and holy mackerel, snow's higher than the house.
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck.
Ron, aren't you going to see bears soon?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you, were you and Lori anywhere up around Homer at all?
That's where we were. Well, that's where we left from. Yeah, that's where the float plane left from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you do the drive from Anchorage to Homer?
Yeah, but we stayed in, where Sterling is, just north of, well, it's south of Cooper Landing, but north of Homer, kind of like I can't pronounce it ever. It's an S word, Solongna or something. Sodonia. Oh shoot, I can't say it. Anyway, yeah, we were around there. So driving to Homer was like 2.5 hours south from where we were.
Okay, because I'm the first day I get into Anchorage about 12:30, and then driving to Homer
About 4 hours probably,
yeah,
maybe 4.5, depends.
but and then my final day, I'm actually leaving right at daylight from Homer and going back to Anchorage. But my question to you is, anything you highly recommend for photography purposes in that route?
There's a lot of stuff I learned I missed out on, Ron, that there's a Facebook group for Alaska that gave all kinds of great ideas. Like around Homer, there are great places to see wildlife just around Homer, and I'll have to find the links in the group. I should send you the group link though. You might find it really helpful. There's a lot of good stuff in there.
Yeah, if you could.
I mean, because there are places as a photographer, you don't have to I mean, you're going to do the bear thing and it's going to be really cool, but there are just places you can go and see piles and piles of bear wandering around, and it's free, and it's like tourists don't know about it, and you just go. This is always the crap that I find after the fact.
Yeah, after you spend all the money.
But it's okay. I mean, if you can get a win out of it, that's all the better. I mean, there are places. We discovered.
If you find
cool
that
stuff.
Facebook group, if you could forward that to me, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm driving at the moment, but if my feeble, dried up old mind will let me remember to do that for you in a little while, I absolutely will. Send me just poke me with a Facebook chat or something, and I'll do it.
Do what I do, just right on your arm.
Yeah.
You're funny.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's Dominic's restaurant. Here's your restaurant, Dom. Really
Oh,
good
great.
Italian place for that matter. Yeah, it's really good Italian place.
So, Ron, are you gonna go on Matt's live today?
Pardon me?
Are you gonna go on Matt's live today? You good to
I
see
might.
you there.
It might. It's been a while.
Bring the old crew back. That'll be good.
Ron, you gonna be in Homer the whole time, or what's your schedule like?
No, I'll just be in Homer
Oh, Dave left.
Yeah.
24 hours.
I think it's his internet.
And then flying down to the island
for like 4 or 5 days, and then coming back to Homer. And then I'm gonna spend my flight back out of Anchorage is like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm gonna leave
No way.
Homer my last day and just slowly drive back to Anchorage. and
Yeah,
stop
be
at-
really. Oh, geez, yeah, be really careful. You know how moose are around there. Be really careful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We chickened out. We were supposed to drive direct down from Anchorage Friday night down to the house, and we postponed it. We just spent the night in Anchorage because we were advised just not to drive at night. It's just too dicey. You know, but it's your call. Just be really careful.
Well, I'm gonna my final day. Like I'll get up at daybreak and start driving towards Anchorage, and I'm guessing that time of year it's going to get dark about 8, 9 o'clock. But I plan on being up in Anchorage, by that time. But I'm just going to spend the entire day driving and stopping and seeing and whatever I can.
There's a lot of stuff. You get outside of Anchorage is kind of a gross place, but like there's a lot of stuff to see just drifting outside of Anchorage proper too. We should have done more of that. We did not.
You fly your drone much up there?
Not enough. Not enough. That's for sure. There are a lot of nice places to fly. You just gotta, if you're out of the national parks lot, you can fly all kinds of cool places. Iceland's going to be much better for me with the drone. As long as the weather cooperates, I'm going to get a lot more flight time in Iceland. I just know it.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's the next adventure.
Yeah, that's August.
Hey, just know when you go into the Iceland airport, part of that's a US Air Force.
Mm.
That's cool. I'm all ready to go. I have my EU certification. The card is so cool. I have to print off the card because it has the Icelandic flag on it, because whatever
Yeah.
country you pass EU for has that flag on it, and it's just badass. So I print that out and carry it proudly with me. Then I'm good for 5 years. I guess you get the EU stuff, you're good for 5 years.
Oh, that's good. I you don't have to worry about, 1, 2, or less than that. But yeah, 5 years will be a good time.
5 years is good. So if we go,
forget, definitely.
yeah, we go back to Italy or
Parks there
Yep.
where.
in Alaska, national parks where you can't fly.
I didn't try to fly in any national parks. Like the big one we were in was Katmai. Katmai couldn't fly in. That was the bear thing, but there was no way I was gonna be busy flying a drone around bears unless like people really want to die. And then what was the other one?
No, you got to do it for the views.
I'm not
Dude.
even gonna lie, I would want to fuck with the grizzly with the drone.
Yeah. Just keep it high enough so they can't jump.
I think it's
But
really,
yeah, I'd have a go.
I think it's really ironic that my personal best video is one that has like 0 drone footage in it. It's kind of funny. It's just the way it turned out. I don't know if you can, Ron, where you're going to be. I don't know if you can get away with flying some or not, but man, get a really long selfie stick and use your 360 camera. You might get some really cool shots. You can.
Oh yeah,
you can,
360 with me.
yeah, I'd be able to use that and get very creative with it for sure.
So Linus got his channel back today.
Oh, good.
Oh, did he?
What was that all about?
Did he do a video stating what happened?
Yeah, and what happened was his one of his employees clicked on a link thinking it was for a sponsorship,
Mm.
but they were
Okay.
able to access his YouTube account without his password or anything. They didn't actually have the password or nothing. They went through
Mm.
one of the website tokens. You know how
Well,
when
they
you log
used
into
a
a web.
keylogger.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
probably
yeah.
used a keylogger.
No. They didn't actually have his thing. What it was the link was malware, and what it did was it copied the website, one of the website tokens. So when he went into the YouTube through the work computer, and you
Yep.
know how the website tokens is so you don't have to log in every time you go into a website.
Yeah.
So he was able to control the channel without actually ever logging in with Linus's password.
Oh, wow.
Mm,
And it's a
Interesting.
big flaw that YouTube just figured out. They didn't realize that you could do that. So now YouTube's working on it apparently. But
Well,
yeah,
they did start that two authenticity about 6 months
Yeah,
ago. That's
two
what
dude,
FI,
happened.
yeah, but this loophole bypassed all that.
Oh, no.
Wow.
And so that's why the Linus, it wasn't intentional by one of his guys. It was, they thought they were running through emails doing sponsorship stuff.
Yeah.
And it happened to be a phishing email. But like I said, the way they accessed his account was through the website token of YouTube.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And-
He's back. Yeah, he's back. All right.
And so, yeah, it wasn't, and, the crazy thing was, is they were able to control his channel and everything without actually being logged into his account.
Oh,
Well,
it really
interesting.
I gotta watch
stinks.
that video. I'll watch
Yeah.
that video after. My channel was deleted last night. Yeah. All
Well,
right.
there's an opportunity for some view
Hey,
action.
Paul, the Burns Harbor just go past Marine City right now.
Yeah, is it? Okay.
And there's the link in the chat if anybody's interested in.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I got it up now, but
Bears chasing you again?
Is what?
I said, what JDS? I said, the Bears chasing him again? He's saying, run.
Yeah.
Run, JDS,
Oh,
run.
what the hell?
session token. Okay. That's what Don said.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that video. Pretty wild. Pretty wild.
Mm,
That's why I got 2FA on every damn thing. But
Mm.
if it can get past it, I don't click on emails.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is that was the weird thing. It wasn't that you could, it wasn't
Could've
like they
stopped.
actually got his password. It was just a weird loophole that somebody figured out.
Mhm.
But look, it's a good thing that it happened to a big channel like that because
Yeah.
that really got attention.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, a little channel like
Small
mine, for
channels
instance,
there.
they don't give a crap. Yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah,
Why
but it
can't I
helps us.
paste anything? What the?
I know
fuck?
it helps us a lot for sure to understand that,
Yeah, exactly.
like the mechanics of it all.
Yeah. I mean,
Why
Uh,
isn't my pasting working? What the fuck?
what a great way to bump up your blood pressure for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, what's funny was in the video, he actually shows himself getting up in the middle of the night, half naked, running down the stairs, running to his computer because somebody called and told him.
That's funny.
well, shit, he makes about $80,000 a month off of YouTube. So,
Jesus, must be nice.
yeah.
Okay, why can't I copy and paste anything? What the
TJ?
fuck is going on here?
Teach.
So did you guys see what, speaking of that kind of stuff, did you see what Bill Thomas was talking about on drone therapy on Wednesday evening?
No, I had to work Thursday.
Remind me. Remind me because it's about a 2-hour show.
Yeah, I know. He got into the stuff on, I guess he has a YouTube, some guy he knows that works at YouTube, and he was talking about a tier system, and apparently you have to pop up enough content to like break through the 4 tiers, and each time you get to a tier, you get a little more exposure from the algorithm or something. So it's not like it's rocket science, just like how the hell do you do that? Like, create stuff frequently enough.
Hey, TJ.
Yeah, you
Kinda push all the
just keep
buttons.
throwing up a few shorts every day. That'll probably get.
I don't
through
know. Shorts are different from longs as far as the way stuff tallies up, right? I mean, Justin
That's what she
does a great
said.
job with them.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's not the size of the boat; it's the wave it makes. Is that what you guys are doing?
Well, what the funny thing is though is, some big creators actually went to YouTube a couple months back and asked them, or it was about 3-4 months ago, they asked them, they said, and YouTube admitted that they didn't fully understand how their own system worked. Like they
Right.
actually put a statement out to them saying they didn't fully understand it. And
So
I think,
you're
well-
saying that the algorithm has become self-aware.
no, it's not that. It's just over the
Skynet.
years,
Yeah,
they piled
Dom, it's
so much.
Skynet.
Yeah, it's Skynet.
No,
Skynet.
my
Skynet.
belief is that over the years, they put so much crap in this algorithm that it's just a spaghetti mess of crap.
Yeah,
And I don't know, it's just, the way they were describing it, it was like, it was just a big mess and they don't really understand what it's doing all the time.
Well, we ought to shut it the hell down and give us a chance to start out like the early channels did. Give us
Well,
all
what they would
fair-
have to do is
fair chance.
continuously let us use this one, build something from scratch on the side and then implement it without you knowing.
Yeah, Don, I
You-
remember you
YouTube
telling us
version
about that.
2.
I remember you telling us his son had a computer built by
Yeah,
Lon.
yeah, I remember him saying that.
It's awesome.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, anyway, it's difficult because I mean I think we're all Tim's working, I'm working, Justin's
Mm.
working. Who else is working? But I mean, if you're a working man and you're trying to like do YouTube on the side, it's really hard. I mean, because like if you have to
Yeah.
create all the time,
It's about the same way, Joe. I'm having the same issue.
you know, you're never gonna get a lucky break. I guess it almost feels like you can't get a lucky break. Like it's the odds are like going to the casino. The odds are stacked up against you.
Yeah,
Well,
Well, I
no,
came in.
it's
I
gambling.
came into YouTube. I came into YouTube just to talk to people. You know, meet
Well, yeah,
friends.
and that's super
stuff
fun.
like
And
that.
yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's really fun.
Yeah, you do
It's like-
that and you
Yeah.
just use it as a portfolio.
Yeah.
I think Dom and we talked about that before. That really that's what it should be. Kind of like
Yeah.
that should be the goal, right?
But the
It's
thing
like-
is if you got money to back you, you can get big quick, right?
Yeah.
Why do you think there's so many young creators that started young and got really big channels? Because they were able to sit at home while mommy and daddy paid all the bills and they were
Yeah.
able to focus on YouTube 24/7. And they had
yeah,
no other,
that's
Yeah, if you've got time
Right,
to
yeah,
really
exactly,
research
that's-
and crack the algorithm.
and
well,
some people
no,
got
it's just a
money
matter
like
of
that.
creating. Just like creating. Like,
Well, imagine, one of the most expensive type of channels to start up is like a tech channel, right? Because you have to buy all the latest tech.
and
So
review it.
if when you
perpetually.
see an 18, 19-year-old doing a tech channel, it's because mommy and daddy are buying all that shit for them.
Yeah,
That's
true.
why. Because there's no 18 or 19-year-old starting up a tech channel, working at McDonald's and reviewing all the latest stuff and being,
Not when all
that's
those action
somebody's funding
cameras,
it.
right?
But
Because
it-
all
but
those all those action camera stuff are like $300-400 a pop. And like,
But
yeah.
if you have the backing at that age or at any age where you can just sit at home and do that and somebody will buy everything you need, you could literally put all your focus into YouTube and you probably grow pretty quick.
I was just too many generations too soon. My parental units would have freaking bankrolled everything for me. I'd be a YouTube massive superstar.
I
right
need.
Yeah.
I need to meet a rich woman.
You want the sugar mama plan, Tim. That's
Yeah.
what you want.
Yep.
Yeah, sugar mama plan. That's what
They're
I
too
kiddingly
old for a
called it. I
sugar
told
mama,
Lori,
Tim. It's a sugar granny now.
Shut up.
hey, that still works.
You should have got that when you were in your 30s.
Hey.
No, Tim can still no,
Fucker.
Tim, it's better. It's actually okay now if you can stomach it. You know, you find one that's like 80 years
Oh.
old and then just like
No.
hang on for a
No.
while to like cash out.
No. No.
no, I couldn't do that.
Need a vacuum cleaner while you're having sex.
Well, yeah, but at Tim's age, it's just who's going to get to the grave first, right?
What do you mean at Tim's? Oh my god. 51
Jesus.
years old, you prick.
Wow, that's harsh. Hey,
Yeah.
there are plenty of dudes much younger than
Huh.
Tim and myself that have already tapped out involuntarily. So like there's no telling, man.
Yeah.
You just look prettier in the coffin if you're younger, maybe. That's all you got going for you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
JDS is old enough to be a sugar gilf.
Mm.
Oh, that is so wrong. John's going to kick your ass if you ever meet him.
He's too old. I'd just kick him in the knee.
Yeah. Kick him in the shins.
Kick him in the shin and run away. Kick him in the shin and run away. Lord.
Oh
Like
man.
Justin doing that to Matt, at the airport, kick him in the shin and run.
Hey, is Matt going on tonight? You guys
As
know?
far
As far as I know.
Yeah, in about 2 hours.
Yeah, he doesn't go on till 8 now.
Nice
He's
burp,
been doing a
Bill.
lot of. He's been doing a lot of
Yeah,
side
it's
jobs.
2
hasn't
hours
he,
for
Mavic
me.
3?
Yeah, 2 hours.
Yeah. He's been that Mavic 3 Classic's been making him some bread.
Yeah, he likes it. He really likes it.
It's a
Well, I
that
think he
camera's a
would because when Dennis was here, he got to fly it, and it was good
yeah.
fly.
It's
Tell you
Yeah,
that
but
much.
it's
but
great
to be
drone.
honest too, and you in Australia, it's much easier to do professional work because you don't have to get all licensed up like we do here.
Yes, we do. Who told you that?
Yeah, but you
No,
don't have to get a full on.
Yes, you do.
I
have to
thought
have
you guys,
your
if it was
Tim,
under a certain
you
weight, you
have-
guys.
Tim,
No. You
you
have to have
can
a
do it. Yes, you can
REPL.
do it. I have contacted CASA and you can do it.
You
You
can't
have
make
to-
money
Yes,
Unless-
you can.
REPL.
No, they just changed it. Yes, you can.
Well, when did they change that? Because I get an email every month from Casa.
About
Really?
2 months, about Christmas time, I spoke to communications people at CASA, and as long as you have the 2 kilo excluded, you
So you're
can
saying
make
with my
money.
Mini 2, I can make money if I do a drone flight? Fuck, I'm
Yes.
talking to employers.
Weren't
or-
you already doing that
College.
when you were getting beer for doing gutter inspections?
No, that was for neighbors. I got beer
That
for doing gutter
technically you're
inspections.
still working.
As long
though.
as you have the 2 kilo excluded, which is called the commercial pilot now, and you have public liability insurance, you are allowed.
So is
How
that
much liability insurance do you need in Australia to fly
Well, just-
commercially?
well? Just 6 months ago, they changed the law about how high you're flying over dolphins and whales and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I got that
You-
email still. But,
That one's more an advisory than a rule. You
yeah.
just got to be very careful at how you do that.
Wow.
I wouldn't want to
Well-
get too low because of the blowholes, man. They'll blow your
Exactly.
damn cover
That's
down.
what I mean. It's
True.
more an
Is it really-
advisory
is it-
than a law.
I didn't think like when I first studied to take the 107 in the United States, I mean, yeah, it was a lot of work. I spent a lot of weekends studying and stuff. But I mean, once you get it now, once you get through that first hurdle, over that first hurdle, renewing it is easy.
It's a joke.
Like really easy.
That's what
I mean,
Paul said when he
that's what
renewed
Paul
his.
told me.
Here it's every Here it's
Paul
every
told me to
2
renew
years,
it
and
'cause
you
he's
just
like,
all you do is just
can't
renew
fail.
it.
you can't fail. I mean,
Yeah.
like
But at
Paul
the
said,
same time, to answer another question from Tim, at the same time, most jobs will ask for the REPL instead. So unless you're doing very simple jobs, you can do it. But if you're going to go up the levels and you're going to work with, say governments or councils or that, you do need the REPL. Unfortunately,
If I knew that about 3 weeks ago, I could have made money because the client told me, he said, I heard you have drones. I said, yeah.
why
And he
don't you
goes,
just get
like to
the,
do it. Would you like to do a drone flight of our job site? And I said, well, I don't
Yeah,
have my
yeah.
license. I could have done
yeah.
it.
why don't you guys just do it?
Fuck.
You guys should be like,
I've already got
Do
I've
it.
already got a business plan already written out for them
Fuck.
Yeah, see, because that's what
on
I'm
the
saying
basis
is
of what CASA did.
I remember somebody saying something that it changed to where if it was under a certain weight, which actually falls under most of the foldable drones here in the US, that you didn't have to have that special license.
2 kilo. 2
It's
kilo.
Right.
2 kilo, but you get extra. You get extra if you're under 250.
Well, damn, I just lost money then. I could have.
Exactly.
Son of a.
Well, that's what I was saying.
That's
I was
okay,
pretty
catch the
sure
next-
somebody said that.
catch the next ride, Tim. That's all.
Yeah, well, it's the same company. I'll be working for them this week, so I'll talk to
I
them.
would say
Yeah,
though,
you
as
just
soon
go
as
out because if you, as I said, because you got the Mini 2, I've got the same. you fit under the 250, it
Yeah.
gives you extra, you get extra, or sorry, you get less rules.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I was listening to the radio this morning and somebody said something and I caught the ass end of it, but there's somebody, some
Caught the ass.
organization here in Florida that is trying to set a height limit over people's houses of what you can fly a drone at.
Usually 30 meters here.
No, there's no rule for that over here because you
That's
can't
height. I'm talking height
Well,
rather
because-
than distance between people.
because over here you can't regulate airspace unless you're the FAA. So there is no
Believe me,
actual
we've
height.
got a
Hey.
shit fight. There's a shit fight going on between
I
Parks
think,
Victoria and Casa.
I
So
think, Justin, there is a height regulation. It's like so many feet over top of the highest structure on the property.
No,
It's
I
wherever
think
you
it was
take off from, right? It's wherever you take off from, right?
the only thing that a local municipality or state can regulate is where you take off and land from. That's it.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah, but I'm
That's
talking
what-
the FAA rules does rule and tell you that the height of the structure, because that's where the big rub came in. People thought they owned for the universe all the way up, you know?
yeah,
Right.
And they said only usable space according to your neighborhood.
Yeah.
In other words, like if there's houses at 30 feet height, then it's 40 feet, you know?
No.
Yeah.
And we talked about that not too long ago. So technically, if you define usable space, it's the space is only what the structure takes up.
yeah,
So if the structure takes up 30.112 feet, that's literally the only airspace they have. There is nothing right above it. So if you're at 32 feet, they can't say anything.
yeah.
Like
As I said, our rules are just slightly different, but
Let me see
have
here.
very similar.
wanna see the
Similar.
And to be able to fly 32 feet, my phone cut out on me. I was trying to get shit to work,
Yeah.
but like 32 feet above the ground, you can fly without any concern.
No, what I'm
Hey,
saying is, if you go by the FAA's rules where they say that you only own this airspace of a structure that the only, what is it, the usable airspace. So whatever structures of a structure, whatever airspace it takes up, that's the only thing you can regulate.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
if the
Al.
building is at 31 feet, you can fly at 32 feet above it and they can't say anything. But
Wherever you take off from. And that's going to stay the same.
Yeah, we have that thing
Oh,
here.
okay.
You can, it's where you take off from, where you land and where you deliver.
if I can find that.
That's why people think, oh, I'm above a ravine. Okay. I'm on the side of a mountain, so I can fly down. No, you start wherever you taking off from.
Exactly, above ground level. Yep.
Right. Hey, Al, how you doing, buddy?
That's over here. So I don't know how it works over there or Europe or
Well, I
whatever.
thought it was the same over there too. I thought it was.
I think they've got, I can't speak for their rules, but I know our rules are if you're at 400 feet and something in front of you is more than 400 feet, you're shit out of luck. It's not
Unless you
400
climb it.
feet. It's not 400 feet above the ground. It's 400 feet above from where you take off.
Right.
That's here.
Well, here it's, if you have your 107, it's 400 feet above whatever. If you're
You're
at the
filming.
ground level. or
Right,
if you're
whatever
over
it
a
is.
Structure.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
whatever
you're
you're
that's
filming.
higher than
yeah.
that.
As I
Yeah.
said, it's remembering if we go up, if we go different levels of certification, there'll be, I think you get different rules, but currently if you're just on the commercial level, which is the very bottom level of certification, it's just 400 feet from where you take off. So, because we've got an issue with Parks Victoria, which is the park management, but they don't own all of the parks. They only own about 20% of them.
Damn it.
They claim that you can't take off from any of their parks, but it's a policy and it's not legislation. So there's the difference.
Yeah, so usable airspace is only the space that the actual structure actually fills in and takes up. So there's no actual limit between that structure and the rest of the airspace above it. It's
Okay.
literally, so usable airspace is defined as only what the structure takes up. That's
It
it.
depends,
Yeah.
it depends upon state to state.
Yeah,
Because
but
I've just looked it up now on the FAA website. And it shows several cases. Can you fly a drone over private property in Texas? You cannot fly a drone over private property in Texas, according to the state drone laws of Texas. Flying drones over private property in Texas is an offense, and drone operators could be guilty of trespassing and illegal surveillance.
Well,
That's
see, but
private,
then
private
that's,
property, but is that with express permission?
but
If
in
you had permission from the landowner.
well,
is
if you had
that's-
permission from the landowner, that wouldn't make a difference then at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Because
And
that's the
here's
difference here.
Georgia, which is closer to you. No, you cannot fly a drone over private property in Georgia due to the violations of the privacy rights of the property owner. According to
Yeah,
the
it's the
Georgia
same here,
state
unless you have
law,
express permission.
flying a drone over private property is a crime, and the
Yes.
drone operator is guilty of trespassing.
But
Yeah,
Now, here's
in
Michigan. Here's where I am. In general,
Yeah.
you can fly a drone over private property in Michigan, according to the state law of Michigan. However, you have to remain at least tree line flight above the height of trees in the area.
so
But
that's
this
probably
is the thing.
100 feet.
if you go by technically the FAA's rules on people not being able to regulate airspace, technically those state laws don't apply
Exactly, because the FAA
because they're
could
going,
overrule
Well,
you.
yeah, but the FAA only controls over 400 feet.
no, they don't.
Yeah,
Not from-
Here's
well,
what it says. Can you
I'm-
fly a
I'm-
drone over private? In general, you can fly a drone over private property as long as there are no federal laws against flying a drone over private property.
But
The
there isn't
federal
any federal
controls
laws.
the airspace
So who-
only, the FAA controls the airspace only above 400 feet. So you
Alright.
can only fly a drone legally in uncontrolled airspace below.
Then they
400
changed that. Because it used to be, the FAA said a couple years back that when people were
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to
that's,
regulate.
that's the way when I first took my first FAA exam.
Yeah.
But they have done some changing because the states have put pressure on.
But at the same time, then you've got who takes precedence in terms of the law.
I got a question. So if you have private property, if your place is private property, does that mean that you own the airspace above your house? But if you
have a
Technically
regular
speaking,
house,
technically
if you have a-
speaking, yes.
If you have a regular house, yeah, I don't understand that. How only if private property?
If you
can't
are,
fly
if
over.
you are, okay.
Makes
to
no
put it in
sense.
the Australian perspective, what I've researched is if you own that property outright, you have the name, if you have your name on that title and you own that property outright, you are allowed to fly on your own property.
You don't own the airspace. That's like me calling up the airport and saying you can't have a route of the of a
Yes,
flies over
but
my
it's called
house.
usable space. In other words, the property. owner
You
can
own that
use it.
property up to 400 feet, 120 meters.
Not here.
Or here, if you are the property owner, you can fly on your own property.
That's
But you have to be the property owner or
Makes no
have
sense.
express permission from the property owner. So if you're leasing or you have a landlord, you have to get permission from the landlord to do that.
so we can sell up to 120 meters above our house. We can sell it to people, can't we?
No, you can't sell it. You can use
Why
it.
not? Because we own it.
You have use of it.
Yeah,
You have
use
use.
of it. But it's like a
Use
bubble.
of it. You don't own it. You own the
It's
property.
stupid though.
And you have express permission to use that area.
That's a fine line wherever you
Well,
go.
Yeah,
you know,
'cause there's a fine line.
it's called government speak. You know what I mean?
Well, it doesn't make any sense for a simple fact is nobody bitches when an airplane comes over your house at 300 feet.
Right.
'Cause I see it all the time around here.
Yeah, me too.
But yet a drone goes over your house and all of a sudden it's a freaking problem.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because it's a usable space.
Well, that's because of all the Kens and Karens in the world.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
that,
think it's fucking
but as
stupid.
I said, it's different in different countries. I can only speak
Hey,
about
Paul,
here.
in Canada, what are the restrictions over there to, in other words, to be a commercial pilot? Do you have to take a test or?
Yeah, well, see, ours is not commercial, it's advanced. Okay? There's a basic and advanced, but you can still like do real estate and stuff like that on a basic license here. But you can't fly within 5 kilometers of an airport. So if you want,
That sounds very much like
That's the same
here.
here.
yeah,
Mhm.
But you
2.5
can get
kilometers.
You can get permission if you're under
A basic
250
yeah.
to go near an airport, but you can't be in the arrival or departure lane.
Yeah, because see, you have to go through an app called Nav Canada, and to get permission to fly. Say like London, half of London is under an international airport, plus there's 2 heliports. So you have to get permission most of London just to fly there.
Well, Paul, did you have to take a flight test to get the basic?
I had actually
Yeah.
had to go, in front of an instructor to show him I could fly.
Yeah,
Ugh.
we have the operator accreditation where you actually take an online test on the CASA website.
The
I'd
basic,
take anything.
Yeah,
Well, actually,
that's
Paul
the one you
had to
need.
go out and meet the guy in the field, right?
yeah. Well, we
that's
went
the
to
next level up for us.
at Brian Ariel's place. We
Gary,
flew
yeah.
He come down to there, but it's just outside of Brantford Airport, right? So, but no, I had to fly in front of an instructor, like the guy who's licensed to do the
Yeah.
test. Right? So,
That's our REPL, REPL. That's the next level up.
like
But
right now,
we got 4 levels.
I could apply for it, but the problem is, I think now you got to be tied to a flight school, like a drone
Yeah,
flight.
yeah. Here, that's to get the REPL, which is the second level up. That's what you have to do in accredited school.
Yeah.
And that costs around $1,500 to $2,000.
Well, see, a basic license, you can just get it, do the test online, and $10 and you're done. And I mean,
Yeah,
but the
our
advanced
basic
was the same
test is
way.
free.
Yeah, but the advanced was the same way, except you had to have a flight review, and I think it was
Yeah.
like $100 some odd a piece.
Yeah, as I said, our next one up is about $1,500 minimum.
I don't have any accreditation. I just fly my damn drone wherever I want.
Yeah, but if you want to do some jobs, you've got to get the free operator accreditation.
Yep.
And then you get you get a public liability insurance for.
I abide by the
20 million?
rules. I know the rules. I abide by
I know
them.
you know the rules, but if you want to fly and make money, you've got to get the operator accreditation and public liability.
How do they know?
That's what. Yeah, that's what.
Well,
CASA
probably
stated to
how
me.
they would track it, Tim, is if the who you're flying for put it on a tax return as a deduction,
Oh yeah.
then they go,
What
whoa,
if they-
wait a
What
minute.
if they pay me in cash, Paul?
Yep,
They pay
Yeah.
me in cash. I'm all good.
that's the key, cash business.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cash is king.
And the
Cash.
principal contractor told me, he goes, "It's all cash, Jacko." And I was like, "All right."
There you go.
Cash. Only
Um,
use cash here.
yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
mates rates, isn't it? It's mates
Yeah,
rates.
cash. We only do cash.
I'll talk to him this week.
Yeah, it's just cash.
Pisses me off because I could have made money.
There's always the there's always the ones out there where you just do cash.
It's all about the money.
What's up, Bill?
Hey, Bill.
Bill.
Hey guys, hi, how are you?
Hey, Bill.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
That's-
I'm
Now,
okay.
Bill, are you off the weekend?
No, are you
Oh.
joking?
Okay, I didn't know.
No, well, I'm off Sunday. So,
You're off Sunday. Okay.
yeah,
so-
I open tomorrow. I'm here early, 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, but I'm off Sunday. I thought I'd come in. I feel like I was shooting my mouth off yesterday. I'm gonna cut back on my drinking. I think a little, because booze is the devil.
Yeah.
Bobby Boucher. Booze is the devil.
Hey, Tim, did you see what JDS put in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says you can fly wherever you want to. Just tell him he gave you permission.
Yep.
Where's Dre at?
Epstein's
So we
mother.
can-
Signed Epstein's mother. Yeah.
I'll just say I know John. I know John, so I can fly over.
Right.
Where's
Yeah.
Dre at? So we can teach him something?
Permission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all you need to do is just get a note signed Epstein's mother. That gets you through life.
Well, you know what's helped me 9 times out of 10 is I have a badge that is laminated, says FAA on it, and it says it's got my license information and everything.
Yeah.
And I clip that on whatever, my shirt or my jacket or whatever. And that's got me out of so much, because what they do is you can see people walk up to you, they're going to tell you something, and they say, oh, you know what you're doing. I say, yep, thank you.
Yeah, I've got mine laminated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Till Murray gets mouthy, he's gonna be like, all right, come on, drone boy.
Yeah.
Take that Fisher Price license, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
No, actually, I had the state police, the county sheriff, and everybody. I handed them all on my business cards and everything, and they were all impressed. They says, well, can you teach us how to? I said, yeah.
Hey, Paul, I'm gonna take off. I'm going out for
Small
coffee.
fee.
So,
Okay, Paul,
Okay,
you
enjoy.
enjoy.
yeah.
See you, Paul.
Yeah,
Take
we'll talk
care.
to you.
Relax there, buddy.
Yeah, we'll
Relax.
see you in the morning. Okay.
All right.
Take care.
Oh, look
So-
at Ron's got the herd there.
What's
Hey.
with the long goodbyes, Jesus.
especially when you got Gary on the panel.
Oh God.
Look at the herd.
Couldn't get rid of him.
Oh, he's throwing out the corn.
Should go down there with a brush, Ron, and brush their hair.
To
Yeah.
be fair, to be fair though, Dominic, it is StreamYard. You didn't have to let him in.
But I enjoy him.
Matt does the same thing, and then Matt bitches him like, well, you're the one that brought him out of the green room. I'd have just
Yeah.
left him in there and into the show.
Or with Matt
Enjoy
show,
him.
you stay in the green room for about 15 minutes and he don't let you in.
Yeah.
No,
that's
well,
between you and
I
Matt.
invited Gary on because he has some very insightful comments.
Oh, he was drunk. He was funny.
That's why I let him in, because I thought I invited him because I knew that's what he would do.
Yeah.
It adds to the spectacle.
What's
Yeah.
up, ladies?
Oh, man.
Wonder if
So
Lloyd
what's-
figured
what's
out
this-
his
what-
community.
What's this about lemonade? Dominic? You
Lemonade.
eliminated it?
Laminated.
Lemonade. It's delicious. A great summer drink.
Jump her bones, Paul.
He's kind of missing the E, eliminated.
Jumper
Lemonade.
bone.
Laminated. You know, when you
Eliminated.
put it in that plastic thing.
JDS
It
turn
must
caps lock
be an
off.
accent thing. Got it.
Yeah,
Laminated.
it's an Aussie expression.
Okay.
Limit.
Laminated.
He said that's another one of those.
Still sounds
tricky
like
words,
lemonade.
Limit.
Laminated.
Oh, Jesus.
I wrapped it in plastic.
Yes.
Officer
Yeah.
Jack Mehoff.
Yeah. Yeah, there's actually, speaking about that, there's actually that, what is it, a news interview, and that's the guy's name, Jack Mehoff.
What's fighting?
Oh,
Oh my
God.
God, I would have changed my name.
Miho.
I think it was a fake name, but
You think?
Yeah.
I would hope.
Gaylord's a real last name.
I
'Cause what
know
was
that.
funny was
We've
when
got
they
a-
did Meet the Fockers and meet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
the parents.
Gaylord.
don't
Gaylord.
laugh
Gaylord
don't
fucker.
laugh at that. We've got an
Gaylord's-
Indian restaurant called Gaylord Restaurant.
Gaylord's
I'll
a
take a
first name.
photo of it.
Gaylord's
Oh,
a first name. Matter of fact.
But some of the creators of those movies, though, they're actually in the credits that have that last name.
But fighting.
Oh, yeah. They kind of like punch each other.
Hey,
don't they?
David.
Yeah,
There he is.
A mouthful of
dinner?
food. All right. Yay. All right.
Turned it off.
Okay. All right.
That's-
I remember, Tim. I didn't know you was on until I saw you.
Oh, yeah. You didn't know I was on. Yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of Mr. Mehoff, hi David, how are you?
Ooh.
What?
Do-
I was waiting
do
for
you have
David to
any
come
You
in.
know
strange-
what you can, you know what you can do too if you don't have a laminator. Little helpful hints from Heloise. If you got some nice heavy duty packing tape, you just cut the right length and like that. You could do it just like that. That works pretty well actually.
That's what I used to do. Clear packing tape. Yep.
Hey, Laura.
Why don't you just cling film it?
Yeah.
That works.
I was waiting for David to come in. I just want to point something out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait for,
Yeah.
wait for these two to
No,
go
I-
at it again.
I think it came on to talk about some strange restaurant names.
Laminating paper is expensive over here.
Everything's expensive over there.
Yeah.
What's not expensive there? How about
Uh,
kangaroo meat?
Hey, how much is a dozen
Very
eggs over there?
I can get it for $4.
$7.
I found them for no, $3.49 at Aldi.
$3.49 for 12.
Yep, at Aldi.
Jesus Christ.
Of what?
Eggs.
That's-
Tim's paying
600
$7
gram
for eggs there.
Oh, it's just like here, products cost different prices in different areas.
And how much
Hmm.
are 12 eggs over there? Oh,
Here?
Just a slight house
They're
payment.
about $3.89 to $4.
God damn.
not bad.
Depends
I
on
don't know.
what quality you want.
I'd have to ask my wife.
600
used-
grams, 700 gram, 800 gram, free range, organic.
I
Well,
get
what the hell's a gram shit?
I don't know.
Uh,
We
you're
have
your third
medium,
world
Medium,
large,
large.
extra large, double
Regular,
extra
medium,
large.
and extra large.
Okay,
We go by
regular,
grams
medium,
and
extra
ounces over
large.
here and liters. Yeah.
Well,
Pretty
so they
We
sell
usually-
ostrich eggs over there? Is that?
Do you get 2-liter bottles full of eggs?
I
Yeah,
got
have
2 liters of my 2 liters of milk. That was
yeah,
$7.
2 liters of milk.
$7.
Probably what, half a quart?
We got 2
Yeah.
liters of soda. Our soda comes in 2 liters. And we have grams written on our packages too. It's on there, it's right next to the ounces.
And mills. Mills.
Yeah, but eggs is traditionally large, extra large, double X, whatever.
Well, a
Jumbo,
six-
that's it. The jumbo's the big egg.
I get
Six-
jumbos. We got jumbos.
Jumbo's probably 800 grams.
A 60 count used to
I
cost
got
like,
jumbo huevos, baby.
yeah, 60
Yes.
count used to be like $15. And now it's like $22, $23.
Jeez.
The 60
60
count.
eggs, right?
Yeah, because
For
we
some-
always,
Yeah,
we
Right.
used to buy the
Five-
big box of
for
them.
five dozen, right.
I can get them. I can get them from the farm for 12 for $5, but
What's
it's
that?
going to the farm.
Right.
It's getting to
I
the farm.
just want to
Yeah.
do something so I don't disappoint Justin. I just want to tell you guys, you're all getting ripped off.
Okay, thank you.
Why, did you
Just
guys
don't
invent the egg?
No.
Yeah.
We get,
No,
we
you've got to
get
have
12
proper
eggs.
eggs. These are proper eggs.
Yeah, we get proper free raised eggs.
They're proper
£1
eggs.
£1.89 for 12.
Well, what they're saying,
£1.89 would be
what he's
close
trying to
to-
say is, what came first, the egg or the Englishman?
The British or the egg?
I don't know.
Hey, at the end of the day, I don't think
£1.89
it's.
would be around the $3.50 mark.
At the end of the day, I don't think it's worth the wear and tear on the chicken's ass myself. But you know.
Exactly.
What, are you just laying them
Bum
yourself?
nuggets.
Or what?
He lays them himself.
Yeah, it
they're
ruins
bum
them,
nuggets.
ruins them. You can't have, chicken, relations, with an egg that's been worn out. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Tim just
Yeah.
gets up and goes, "Bloop." And away he goes for his
I
rest.
wish I wouldn't have to go to the store either. That would be cool.
Yeah.
I hate going anywhere.
You could be a real cock at a walk.
An egg
Well,
ain't proper
is-
unless it's
it-
scrambled or fried. Yep. Good
Did-
point, Al. Good
Did
point.
somebody say that there's some places where you can buy breast milk?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
There used to be a place over here, but they've closed it down.
Oh, okay.
I'd imagine
Cock-
why.
Oh,
Cock of the walk. I remember the last time that statement was used, Paul. Remember?
Yep.
Well, pretty,
now
you know,
we're getting a
really,
bit
technically,
strange.
all milk is breast milk. I mean, technically,
Yeah.
Depends
You're
which
talking
breast
about-
it's coming from. Yeah.
you're talking about human breast milk. Is what you're
Yep.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's legal here.
oh, Lordy.
Yeah, we're really getting really
Well,
getting
if you
to the
find
gutter
a
now.
place that does human breast milk, Tim, you could be an operator.
I don't think so. Oh, well, operator. How you doing?
Yeah.
Watch be all dudes they're pumping with hormones.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember my wife used to spray me with it when she was breastfeeding. Fucking sick.
Well, you know how to make a hormone, right?
Don't pay
Don't
him.
pay her. Don't pay her. Hey, there you go.
Don't
Yeah,
pay her.
exactly. Yeah. Right for that to come.
Oh God.
That is so old. That is.
Yes,
that's
it
Yeah,
is.
no.
It's
Yes,
older
it
than
is.
it's older than Justin.
Oh, that must be really old then.
Oh, that's
No,
a very
Justin-
young joke.
No,
I was gonna say that joke is so old. It was around when the Dead Sea was only sick.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, yeah.
It still looks like a pelvic bone. It looks like a pelvic bone.
Oh, down at the bottom down there? The
No,
eagle-
Justin's
is that
picture.
an eagle or what is that?
It looks like a pelvic bone when you first look at it.
It looks like ovaries, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
I'd have to disagree with you there, Al. Over easy eggs are the shit. You dip your toast in them.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love over. Oh, yum. Dip your hash browns in it. Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, what I do, Tim, is I take a bed of hash browns, some sausage bacon, and then put them on top. and then
Oh
just
yeah.
Bust them open on everything.
Yep.
But
Oh, yeah.
are your hash browns the same as our hash browns?
Well, pretty
Not
much.
getting into that fucking clusterfuck again.
Yeah,
Are they
let's not
proper
get
hash
into that.
browns?
Let's not get into that. No. Nothing over here is like the hash browns down south in America. Nothing. I can't compare anything over here to that.
Well, our hash browns are relatively easy to make too. They're not.
Well,
You
you
just
make them
gotta-
right.
If you make them, like if you cut the, or not cut them, but if you shred the potato and then
Yeah.
you get all the water out of the hash browns and then add your seasoning and stuff, it comes out really good.
Yeah, you just put it in a little bit of oil in a frying pan and just brown it up
Yeah.
on both sides.
Yeah.
Don't your onion.
Well, home fries down south.
Rice potato,
All these different terminologies. Oh, hilarious.
rice potatoes and onions and oil,
Yeah.
butter,
Yeah.
real butter. That's
Yeah, real
very-
butter. None of this other rubbish. You gotta have
Mm.
proper butter.
I can't believe it's not butter.
I mean, just last week I did a bunch of hush puppies, and I took them over to my landlord, and she goes, "What are they?" I said, "Try them." She loved them. Like,
Well,
that's what we get down south.
You know what's so funny though? You ever notice that like it's completely acceptable to have breakfast for dinner, but you never have dinner for breakfast?
Exactly.
I had steak on eggs for breakfast last weekend.
Yeah, but steaks kind of goes with breakfast and dinner. food,
Well,
so-
That goes
yeah,
with anything.
yeah, with
Oh.
with your dippy egg and
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
oh god, yeah. All right. Get hungry now.
Matter
Right.
of fact, the first venison,
Steak, egg, and chips, and some really burnt onions on the top.
the
Mm.
first venison steak I ever had when I was like
Goodbye,
18 or
ladies.
19,
Good
my
idea,
girl-
Laura. Pizza can
girlfriend's
be
dad
eaten at
made it
any
for me.
time.
with over easy eggs.
Actually, just so you're aware, pizza's supposed to be eaten if you're a proper person just before you go to sleep, and then the leftovers when you get up in the morning.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, there's
that's
nothing
why.
wrong with
That's why
leftover
you
pizza in the
have
morning.
a bacon and egg pizza.
Hell yeah, Al. Breakfast any time of the day. Fuck
Yeah, the breakfast pizza.
Oh yeah, they
Steak
have
and eggs
a,
are awesome. Steak and eggs are awesome.
I honestly think you can eat anything, anytime you want.
Most definitely, I'll agree with
well,
that.
I'm just saying, like sometimes I don't know if I've ever gotten up and was like, oh, I want a bowl of spaghetti for breakfast. Like,
Why not?
oh, I'm
Why
not
not?
saying that you can't. I'm just saying I've never really wanted dinner food when I got up in the morning. It's,
Mm.
but breakfast I could eat any time of the day. I don't know. It's just kind of a weird thing.
You probably all
So
eat
bre-
oatmeal the wrong
breakfast
way
cereal.
around anyway.
But would you have breakfast cereal for dinner?
Have you ever had brunch?
Yeah. I've had cereal for dinner before.
Have you ever had brunch, Justin?
Yeah, the same time I had snutch. Remember that, Tim?
Yeah, I remember that.
When he told Matt he was having a snack for lunch, and Matt's
Yeah.
like, "How are you having a snack for lunch?" And I said snutch, and it just stuck.
You know, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, brunch is just a late breakfast. Eat at like
It's just,
10:30,
it's a good
11.
marketing term.
If I had a big night, I have eggs and bacon with some toast, and then for brunch, I would have like
Who doesn't,
2-minute
JDS?
noodles,
Who doesn't?
2-minute noodles, and then I have my lunch. But that's if I had a big drink at night.
Yeah, I
2-minute
don't,
noodles are just excellent.
yeah, but that's not a brunch. 2-minute noodles, it's just a snack.
It's a snack, yeah.
Yeah.
But I take my 2-minute noodles and then I put cheese over them, then mix it up. And go.
Yep.
Guys, this is why you should all give to UNICEF, because 2-minute noodles are just wrong.
Shut up.
We've got to get Tim some proper food.
Shut up.
2-minute noodles are easy. That's why.
Smart ass. Yeah, I heard Laura in the
Useful,
background
they're
laughing.
quick. Only takes 2 minutes.
You can eat any food any time of the day. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Apparently JDS likes eating puppies for breakfast.
He
Exactly.
likes
Yeah.
eating puppies. Puppies.
You see,
Puppy.
if you're going to have something like a hearty meal like a puppy for breakfast, that's the best time to have it, because you get the whole day to burn it off.
Yeah.
I remember that Family Guy episode when the town was trying to figure out whether they wanted to try a dog, and they were all looking at Brian. The guy was like, "I'm down to try a dog. What about you?" And then they all started chasing him down the street.
Poor Brian.
Oh my God.
He deserves everything he gets.
It's just like
Everything.
it's just like how over here it's acceptable to eat some meats, but then in other countries it's not. Like they don't eat cows in India, but they eat dogs in some Asian countries. But
Yep.
you would never think to eat a dog here. That would be
Here's
so
an
frowned
important
upon.
thing for you. They don't eat cows in India, but when the Indian goes to America or to the UK, they'll eat a freaking cow here.
Yeah.
Yeah, legally they're not allowed to. They're
Beef curry.
Yeah, really, you don't know what you're eating.
Exactly. Yeah. McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Well, we don't eat cow here either. We eat steer here. We don't eat female cow. We don't eat females. We eat the males.
Yeah. But have you ever eaten goat curry?
What?
Fuck no.
It is delicious.
Oh, I already knew we only ate male cows when Sean told us he liked Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah, we have to bring up Rocky Mountain oysters again.
Where's Sean anyway?
Never ate goat meat. I would though.
Yeah, it
Why
is
not?
goat curry done, the proper Indian way. It is delicious.
I've never had lamb chops.
I've never
What?
eaten head cheese.
No.
What?
You've never eaten lamb chops?
No, head
No.
cheese.
No, Justin said he's
Oh.
never eaten lamb chops.
Lamb
No,
chop?
What?
I've never had lamb chops.
What?
Wow, that's hard to believe.
Yeah.
Have you ever had pork
They are
chops?
delicious.
Yeah, I've had pork chops.
It's just like it. Have a lamb chop.
No, it's not.
Delicious.
I know it's not, but it's seasoned different and everything. But yeah,
It's
good.
gamier.
yeah, they're
It's
good.
gamier, but it's good. I like it. Baby lamb chops. I like it. A little
Mm.
mint
Oh,
jelly.
it goes
Mint
good on
jelly, yeah.
barbecue. On a barbecue.
Must
Well,
have
you
mint
have-
jelly.
Well, you have your specific meats that every grocery store carries,
Yeah.
which is your standard meats. It's always beef, chicken, and pork.
Pork.
But
Get a
rare-
lamb chop, man. You'll love it.
but every once in a while, like even here, sometimes the Walmarts will carry just random shit. Like, but you know, those are your three standard meats that almost
Oh, yeah,
everybody
that-
grows up eating.
That would be in the random shit section.
Yeah,
But like,
where all the
but like,
offal is.
but
Yeah,
like,
you
there's a
stay-
lot of,
You stay out of the offal section.
but there's a lot of people that have never had deer because it's not a regularly purchased meat off the
Deer
shelf
meat.
in most grocery stores.
Yeah.
So unless you're a hunter or know somebody that hunts, there's a lot of people that have never
And
tried
deer,
it because
elk.
of that. Right. It's not your
Venison-
standard meat.
Venison's okay. It's a little lean for me, but it's all right.
I like venison. I like kangaroo meat too. That's
Yeah,
delicious.
kangaroo meat. Oh, that is delicious.
Really good.
Delicious.
How about rabbit?
Rabbits are really good. I like rabbit.
No, I can't get into rabbit.
I just hated skinning them.
That's because they're small. You can't. Never mind.
Thank you.
I can't get in there. I tried like hell. Couldn't get in. No, I think rabbit's a little on the tough side. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough and yeah, it's not really not my cup of tea.
You got to brine it.
Yeah.
Put it in good brine overnight, and it's pretty good.
Yeah,
Do
you're
you
right.
like-
No, that'll make the meat fall apart a little bit. So
No,
No, I've
Mm.
had venison over the years. Like my friend made me deer nuggets one time that he soaked in milk and then fried them up.
Yep.
And then
but a deer tenderloin is really good. You know, venison tenderloin. My favorite venison I've had has been sausage. You know, venison sausage. But
Yeah,
aside from
yeah.
that-
That's usually the only way I've eaten venison in a sausage.
I never had buffalo. I've had a lot of other stuff, but never had buffalo. I
No,
know.
I haven't had buffalo.
I know you've had buffalo burgers on camera. Damn it.
oh, there's another one of those bastard skunks. Look at
Yeah.
Buffalo wings.
I had
What?
a buffalo wing.
Buffalo wings aren't buffalo.
That was at 2:30 this
How do
morning.
you get where are those where are the wings on the buffalo?
Lord, do you want to turn TV down?
Keep
Oh my God.
keep me out of the yard.
I had a freezer full of bison. There was actually a local guy that raised bison, and I bought a quarter and put it in the
I wonder if I can get it over here.
big
I
commercial
think bison
freezer.
would be pretty hard.
I wonder.
You can get kangaroo, you can get emu. Emu's not too bad.
Yeah, I had that. But I'm saying buffalo. If I can get buffalo
Yeah.
over here, I'll talk to a butcher.
It's lean beef. That's all it is. How about oxtail?
So I had oxtail. That's really good. Oxtail
It's
soup.
nice.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Tongue?
No,
I had tongue.
That
Now,
wasn't
Can't
an
do that.
Buffalo-
that wasn't an invitation, by the way.
yeah,
What's
would
a tongue?
buffalo
What's a tongue?
would buffalo be just like kangaroo? If it's a lean meat, would it be just like kangaroo then?
No, it's close. It's more like a beef. It's more like a gamey,
Yeah.
a little slightly gamey. It's just a lean beef. It's in fact his. I was a little disappointed in because the way he raised them, they were just a little lean, a little too lean, and a little on the tough
So-
side.
The way that you're saying it, pretty much like kangaroo meat. So
I don't know. I can't speak to that. I've never had kangaroo. They're a
yeah.
little hard to
Okay.
find. They're a little hard to find here in Florida.
much like bison, it's hard to find here.
Serious question. If you eat
You know,
kangaroo, does it kick you in the nuts from the inside?
It does.
You can get alligator here.
Oh my god. Oh my god. David, did you just ask that or
I mean, alligator's okay.
Gator nuggets, yep.
You guys are talking about eating dogs. I'm looking at my puppies in the backyard right now.
He's like,
As long
oh,
as
you-
you're enjoying yourself.
and you're salivating? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they don't look tasty at all. They'd be way tough. They run around too much.
Well, a skunk is supposed to be pretty tender once you get past the smell.
Yeah.
oh, that thing's going up your damn ramp.
Yeah, I know, he
No,
comes up
okay.
here and he goes down underneath the ramp.
Get your BB gun.
But if
Tell you
you
the truth,
Take
the
them
world
right
fell apart. The world fell apart, and I got hungry enough. I'd eat anything. You know, I don't care if it's protein, I'd eat it. You know, and the
Hey,
neighbors
Ron.
better watch. And if we can't find animals, the
Damn
neighbors
you,
better
Ron.
watch that.
Ron,
I
would
just
you
gotta
do?
rub it in because I have never had buffalo.
Mm.
Oh, where'd Ron go?
Gotta try it though.
He's got some in his freezer, I take it.
Yeah.
I try it. You know what? If I like snails, so I guess I'll eat anything.
Ron, would you do this right here? Well, oh crap.
Oh my god.
What's happening?
Hell no.
Why?
Hell no.
I'll do that for the views.
Right, Justin, can I ask, why did you find the one idiot in a pink freaking jumper going to take a fight with a bull?
Well, that wasn't a bull, that was a buffalo, and that was Johnny Knoxville from Jackass.
Buffalo, bull, whatever you want to call it.
Close enough.
Why did you find the one with the guy in the pink jumper?
Well,
No,
because
why couldn't
that's
you
the
find
only
one in
clip
like with a cowboy hat and the shirt or something?
That's the only clip I know of that somebody did that.
Well,
Yeah, it's all for the
JDS, you know,
views.
had a tussle with a bear. It's too bad he didn't get it on video.
Yeah.
I'd eat bear.
I'm going to be honest. If I saw a bear that was coming at me, I wouldn't be standing around to get my camera out either.
Yeah, I'd get the camera out.
Well, he
because I
didn't.
know
He
how to
was
get
running, and
views.
the bear caught him.
Now here you go, Ron.
Oh, that's not fair.
Is that a midget?
Yeah.
It's a little person.
Little person.
Yeah, you gotta call them little people now.
Little idiot.
Well, remember, it wasn't that long ago. Remember, they used to they used to call it at the bars was dwarf tossing.
Dwarf
Yeah,
tossing.
yeah, dwarf tossing. Not politically correct these days.
Well, they used to have like Velcro.
I don't think it was then.
Throw them up high, see how high you get them on the wall.
Yeah.
I don't think it was too correct back then either, to be honest with
Mm.
you. What happened to midget wrestling?
Yeah.
Ron, you've
Oh,
had
okay.
buffalo meat, haven't you?
Oh God, yeah. I just have it all the time.
Describe
Well,
it.
they're saying, I just Googled it. They're saying that buffalo meat, you can get it in all states
Okay.
over here.
Sure.
I'll have a look for it then.
Well,
Yeah, I'm going to go to the butcher today to get my steak. So I'll
are
just
they
ask them.
high? Is the buffalo meat run higher in like protein or something, or
It's very lean.
oh, it's lean?
The only
Like I said,
I have with it.
So I
is
reckon it'll be
make
like-
a burger. That just because there's
Grind
not
it
enough
up,
fat.
make a burger out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it is
hard 'cause
very
they
lean.
don't want to stick together.
it's a little tough. You know,
So I reckon it's like kangaroo meat.
Mm.
you could slice it really thin, make minute steaks out of it. You know,
Yeah.
want to do that?
So you can probably make a good
that's
cheesesteak with it.
Oh, there's a buffalo right there. The
Oh,
buffalo.
you make a few steaks out of that.
That's my friend Don and I.
Couple of hamburgers there.
Mm.
Hey, Ron, put it up again. I'm going to highlight it.
Hey, Bill. How you doing?
Hey, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
There it is. The buffalo.
Oh, damn.
Look at the
Who
size
got
of
the
the
hide
head
from
of
it?
it.
Wings for it.
Who got the hide from it, Ron?
He did.
What,
You did.
what'd you have to do? Get a forklift out there or what?
There was.
Holy crap.
Yeah, he was a pretty big critter. Yeah. I forget how many thousands of pounds that thing was. It's 3,000 plus.
Jesus.
Oh, becoming a naughty.
That would fill
So it's
up
like-
me and my neighbor's freezer.
So getting hit by like that is like getting hit with my wife's car right there.
Same guy who got him an antelope.
Oh, damn.
Friend Don. So. Yep.
That's awesome. Lee eyes on that puppy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, their eyesight is incredible.
Mm.
They can silhouette you from 1,000 yards away.
Holy crap.
Silhouette, silhouette, silhouette,
I mean, like the lion's eyesight.
silhouette. I love silhouette, 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 silhouette. Junk me. Oh, elk slot. Shit, I didn't.
Yeah, when I pick up my steaks from the butcher, I'll ask him if he can get me buffalo.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
great.
And I think we got Don's elk on here too.
Pay these guys.
I'm getting a tomahawk for tomorrow.
Oh, great.
I'm gonna smoke it.
Yeah.
Now, do you
Yeah.
tenderize it, Tim, at all, or?
Yeah, I tenderize it, but I put it in not a brine. Put it in the fridge before I smoke it. But I gotta get more foil because I put that around the bone and everything.
Mm.
I love the tomahawks, man. They're like that thick.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
About what, nearly 1.5 kilo?
Right. Yeah, about that. Well,
You know
last
what,
one
guys?
was 2 kilo. Was 2 kilo.
Oh,
Just so I
okay.
can fit in with you guys, tomorrow I'm going to go in the kitchen. I'm going to butcher a carrot.
Oh, good to hear.
Butcher carrot, okay,
David's cooking channel.
yeah.
So I was wondering, David, when somebody mows their lawn, do you get pissed off?
Nope.
Okay.
I thought they
You
made
could use
salad
the
out
grass
of it.
clippings as a burger.
I thought they made like a coleslaw out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we do.
You know, you eat the same thing that cows eat.
Yeah.
They're grass. They're breastfed. Yeah. But you don't like.
So when people cut the grass, why would I get pissed off? I just go and rake it up and take it home to the fridge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make dinner out of it.
Yeah.
Great veggie burger.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
toppings.
Bit of tomato, bit of salad cream.
Yep.
The only bit I hate is sifting through it to make sure there's no worms or snails.
Oh, definitely.
I can send you
Just
some
adds a
hay.
bit of extra protein, though.
I can send you some hay, and you can gnaw on that for a little while.
Nah, I don't need that.
Fry it up. Just taking a piss there, dude.
Doing what to him?
Taking the piss. Oh God, you don't.
Oh God.
You don't know that saying. You know?
Golden showers.
Jesus Christ! No,
Well,
it's
that-
not to do with golden shower. It's taking the piss out of you, taking the neck out of it.
Taking the mick, taking the Michael, taking the piss,
Yeah, taking
Yeah.
the piss.
having a laugh at someone else's expense.
Why
Right.
not just say that?
Okay.
Taking a piss is easier to say.
It's shorter.
'Cause I'll pee on you.
You see, the thing is, Tim, Justin won't understand that over here and in Australia, you can take the piss out of your friends and really insult them, but it shows you that you actually love them.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, so fucking
Gotta
at
take the
work,
piss
dude,
very
I take the piss
You
off.
guys don't speak American at all. We use the word piss about 20 different ways. I knocked the piss out of you. You're a pisser.
Piss off.
Yeah.
You know, piss can be used for just about just in the
Well,
word like
Same as over here. You know what? I'm going on the town. Gonna go pull a girl and get pissed.
Yeah,
It's
we all get
true.
pissed.
Okay.
And here comes Donald to
Donald
tell us
does.
his clover
Oh.
and dandelion
Well,
recipe.
now Donald,
David.
we'll be back in a minute.
What are
So
you
all
eating?
this, so all this time that I've been giving David shit, he thinks I'm telling him I love him.
Yeah,
Yeah, yep.
Why do you think I'm still here?
yeah.
And what are you eating, Don? What are you
Can't
having?
insult a British person.
I'm having ham and beans for dinner.
Okay.
On toast.
What the hell?
The hell was that?
No, you can give him shit.
Where did
or
that
you can
come
give
from?
us shit, you know, which is a positive thing.
Oh god.
Doves can't lie, I was high on shrubs, cooling in my Escalade. Man, I'm paid.
What the hell?
Take me to your special place.
Who is that?
Show me your face.
Justin?
I'm gonna piss on it.
What the fuck?
That was Dave Chappelle making fun of R. Kelly.
Oh, okay. What the? Dave Chappelle. Oh, he's a crack up.
Mm.
That's funny.
Oh,
Now,
Lordy.
that there is funny.
That there, right there, it's funny right there. Mhm.
Yep.
Oh, I missed the Dave Chappelle show. That was such a hilarious show.
I wonder if he would start it back up. I don't know. After he went away for a couple of years,
I mean, he would if the right network picked him up because he's very anti-cancel culture. And
Yeah, we need
Oh, yeah.
more of Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, but I don't know if he would.
Try
I
to
don't know if
cancel
he'd want
him
to do
now.
like a weekly show again.
not like he used to.
I missed
No.
that show though. I couldn't watch
He-
it when it was on Comedy Central, but
He's making just as much money just every couple of years putting out a Netflix special. And
Yeah.
it was just so skits he did, man. He was so good at it.
It's like Jim Carrey with his little skits that he used to do.
Mm.
He was really good.
Well, Jim Carrey did like really good skits as far as his movies went. But Dave Chappelle, when it came to improv and just stand up,
Jim
Yeah.
Carrey was
Yeah,
good
he
on
was
In
good.
Living Color.
No,
Yeah.
In
Jim
Living
Carrey-
Color. What was that fireman that he used to play? That was the one skit.
Fireman Bill.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, he was good with improv. He was good at spur of the moment. You never saw him on talk shows going off.
Yeah.
He's recently found Jesus, though. I don't think he's doing that stuff anymore.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, no.
That's
oh, he went all Mace, huh?
yeah.
Jim Carrey did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. He got all
You would
concerned.
never think that though, you know, the way he yeah.
Well, I don't know. You know what? He was like just this side of Robin Williams. And we
I
saw
would
what happened to
be
him.
more likely to think that Jim Carrey would think he is Jesus.
Yeah, he's really weird if you ever watched his interviews.
Yeah.
Oh
He's a very
yeah.
weird guy.
Oh yeah. Now he is.
I don't know.
He's always
It's like
had,
what's that one Baldwin? He went rogue.
Billy?
Stephen Baldwin?
There's
It
too
was
many
one of
of
the
them.
Baldwins that he does YouTube now, and he's has a big ass beard, and he
But the Christian? That's Stephen Baldwin.
yeah, which
wasn't that the weapons expert one, was it? Oh no, that was Alex.
no, that's Alex. Yeah, the expert. Oh damn,
He's
that's
a
a shame.
weapons expert now.
That's a shame.
Oh,
Yeah,
and there
because
goes.
guns shoot themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's to be behind the scenes and aim it at the what was she, a director, I think it was, or a producer?
Photographer, director
Yeah,
of
it had
photography.
nothing to do with the movie scene, but yet he was pointing the fucking gun at her.
Didn't he get cleared of that? He got cleared.
No,
of
he got charged with it.
Did
Oh,
he?
yeah, it's still
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, they're actually charging him with involuntary manslaughter, I think.
Damn, he's going away.
Don't forget, he
Yeah,
was
his mother can
ultimately
laugh at him.
the producer. He was ultimately responsible for that whole thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was the one that was in charge of the whole movie.
Now his brother can laugh at him.
Alec Baldwin's a prick anyway, if you ever dude, he's so full of himself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's got to be full of something else if he goes to jail.
Mm.
Yep. You ain't kidding.
Oh, he would never. They would never put him in general population. I think.
You
he'd
reckon?
be no, I think. I honestly, I believe he'd be in like a special needs thing where he'd be separated from everybody.
Mm.
Oh, Sarah.
Special needs.
Well, they have what they call special needs yards, and that's for
Jesus.
people that are like child molesters, different things like that, because they can't be in the general
Excuse
population.
me. But they're not,
Talking
child
about,
molesters are not special needs,
Perkins
they're just
officer,
dirty
right,
little
for you?
fucks.
Right, but they won't. But everybody always says, "Oh, a child molester's going to go to jail. He's going to get his." No, he won't, because they won't put them people in general population.
You'd be
They
surprised.
have their own yards.
Yeah, they go on sex offender wards.
Yep.
Hey, sir.
They're not special needs. Let's not be linking disabled people with fucking pedophiles.
No, that's
not
just what
true.
they label the yards, though.
It's
They're called
that's
special needs yards.
no, they don't have
Yeah,
special
different,
yards. just
different
for sex
terminology
offenders.
over here.
Dude, worked in more than one jail. There's no special yard for child predators and sex offenders. Now, if they feel that there's a danger to an inmate, they'll end up in solitary. That's what that is. They don't have the fucking room just to have a special section just for people like that. What they would put a dickhead like him in would be a minimum security prison for people with money, people with that, again, that they're concerned something's going to happen to them. He'd end up in solitary most
So
of the
you've never heard of a special needs yard?
No.
There's special needs units, but they're for people with psychological conditions, nut jobs, and they're locked up. They're locked up most of the time. It's not a yard. They don't let them running around killing each other. The special needs people are in special needs units. There's different levels. It's an MHU is a mental health unit. There's a special needs unit and an SNU, they're different levels. Okay. And no, they don't just run around in a yard because they got special needs. There's no such thing as that. Just because they're afraid someone like a star.
Who
like
said
him
they
is
were
gonna
just
get-
running around in a yard? That's not what I
You
said.
just
There's
said
special
yard.
need-
There's no special needs yard.
That's
There's a
what they
unit.
had in the
It's a
North
block.
Carolina prisons. It was called a special needs yard, and that's where all the people that they couldn't put in general population would go. Not a actual yard. It was just a special part of the prison that they separated inmates from.
Unit, not yard.
Yeah.
Yards, yards indicate, listen, there were all kinds of yards in the jail. There's a G-pop yard. There is a yard that's on the side where not ready for prime time players. They put them in blues. These are kids, young people that are first timers, ones that they were concerned about letting in general pop because they'd be taken advantage of. And then eventually they allegedly, once they got used to, they'd let them out and then they'd still get taken advantage of. But there was, like I said, there's different levels. But you're talking about a yard. I mean, a yard is actually where they let them out for exercise, where they let them out to go around the
I
track.
don't know. That's
to
just what
lift weights.
Sarah's mom told me. She was a prison guard for years.
Well, the one I was in Pennsylvania was a level 5. It was the biggest state jail in Pennsylvania.
Well,
sixth largest in the
Bill,
country.
just to clarify, you weren't in there. You were part of observing it.
I was a corrections officer.
Yeah, but I'm saying the way you said it, if people didn't.
No, I wasn't a resident. No.
Yeah, people didn't know you. If people didn't know you were a correctional officer, they'd say, "Oh, he was in there."
Oh no.
So
And I
what
came down
yard
here to
am I
Florida.
going to if I go
I
to
worked
prison?
here in Florida for a little bit too, and I worked at the unit where they decide what jails people go to, and they separated. They could separate people, but it's you wouldn't put Alec Baldwin at anything having to do with special needs.
But
Yeah,
Donald,
so what unit would I go to if I was to go
Those
to prison?
SAUs are actually very.
you're going
dangerous.
on Donald. You will go to special needs with your sock puppet.
Okay, I'm just really concerned of where I'm going to end up in the prison if I go.
Seriously,
I would
Donald.
I would likely
You'll be in
be
the pretty
taken
boy
advantage of.
section.
Pretty boy section is what Bill said.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I were you, Donald, in court, I'd say, speak to my legal advisor and just get fisheye out.
Yeah.
And then get put in a special needs unit.
Hey, every state runs their jails differently. I just know Pennsylvania and Florida. That's all. So, but that's not a yard. Yard is actually a term. Okay, run yard, and you actually let blocks go out to the yard for their required exercise that they're supposed to have every day. But someone that's a high risk or a high profile person like that, first of all, it wouldn't have been in Graterford. They'd be in a different jail. They'd be in a low, but for the most part, they'd be by themselves.
Is that where you were, Bill? Graterford?
Yeah, I was there for like 5 years. And I quit. Then I came down here and I did it for a little while, maybe 6 months, 8 months here. And I said they don't pay enough in Florida. And then I quit again.
They don't pay enough anywhere.
Oh no. There's states, Pennsylvania, even though it was in the middle when you first started there, income wise, because of the unions, we used to get a cost of living raise, a contract raise, and after 5 years, you started getting longevity raises. So you get 3 raises a year. Even back in the late 90s, 95, the higher level of the pay was in the $20 per hour, which doesn't sound like a lot, but we're talking about the 90s. And don't forget, it was all union. We got time and a half for any overtime. If we did it on our day off, we got double time. If we did it on our day off and it was a holiday, we would get triple time. There were times you'd make $600 for a shift, and you can and there was so much overtime. There was and this is back in the 90s. There was a sergeant who made $110,000 one year. So they made a big deal out of that because that was more than the commissioner made that year. But you could make pretty much as much as you could stand. You just signed up for overtime, and you just worked. You know what I mean? And you just worked doubles. And that's what it was. You know, I was only my second year, I was making $40-something thousand in 1998, which was a pretty good chunk of change back then for someone who was, you know, in his second year. That was with the low pay structure. Now, if I had been there for, say, 10 years, that would have been more like $70,000-$80,000. So, yeah, no, there's plenty of money. There's plenty of money to be made. You know, they kept talking about cracking down on it and getting rid of the overtime, but they never did. So it could be, you can make money. And then there's states like California, New York. The highest paid is California, then New York, then New Jersey, and then Pennsylvania is like in the middle. But after 5 years, Pennsylvania's third, because you start getting those longevity raises. So anyway, that was then. They went. That was when they were AFSCME. Now they're FOP. They dropped AFSCME because it felt like, because AFSCME also included a whole bunch of other workers, the kitchen workers, that people that weren't necessarily corrections or quote unquote law enforcement, even though we weren't exactly law enforcement. Pennsylvania corrections officers are considered peace officers, and you can actually be called into duty to outside the jail. But really, technically, though, you weren't. The only time you were really supposed to do that is if somebody escaped. But then you actually you could be called to, chase him down. That same sergeant actually shot an inmate in the ass when he was trying to escape. Yeah.
So there is a definition for it. It said the sensitive needs yards is a place specifically for prisoners with sensitive needs based on situations that may have taken place on active general population mainline or prisoners convicted of sex crimes.
So if they got raped, they were in the special needs.
Or it could be. It also says like informants of gangs.
What state is that?
It just says it's a general. It doesn't say specific.
It can't be, because every state runs their jails totally different, Justin.
No, I know. What I'm saying is it's just a general, like,
New Jersey never had
what
that.
it would mean.
New Jersey never had special needs areas.
Well, yeah, it's not every of them have them. California actually had it, and I guess they abolished it.
Well, of course they had it in California because they're very sensitive there. But that's just it, though. Every state is different. Some of them privatized the jails and started paying guards nothing, and then inmates started getting hurt all over the place because nobody.
Where did you work at in Pennsylvania, Bill? Where at?
I worked at Graterford.
Okay.
Right, that's outside of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Well, it's not there anymore.
Well, see, that was the problem.
They finally closed that shithole up, and they opened up two other jails to take its place. It was big. It was 69 acres inside the wall. 9 towers. The reservation was 1,700 acres. There was a dairy there. We supplied the milk for the other 35 state jails in the state. We had workshops that would produce the boots, and parts of the Browns, and they had contracts too with the state police who would make epaulets and parts of their uniforms and stuff like that. It was very productive, But and then the ones that were lucky, there was 120 some odd inmates that actually lived on the outside of the wall in the farm, and they didn't run away because they had a suite there. They had a pool table. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not sweet.
And they were like trustees.
Kinda. they didn't really have it. They don't really have a trustee program there, but they called them that, even though there was no at the
Yeah,
time.
they have one here. It's like a work camp here where there's no
Yeah,
fences.
well, I mean, you could call them that, but there were still officers there with them keeping an eye on them, you know. But they very rarely, if ever, left because they got their food was a little better. They actually got to cook for themselves out there. If they, you know, so they could get if they felt like eating something in the middle of the night, they actually get up and go get something to eat. So it was totally different. It was a dormitory, more of a dormitory setup than being locked in a box every night. And you know, they got to live, they got the fresh air, they got to learn a little bit about farming, about dairy production. They got to line up behind Bossy, which they got caught doing more than once, lining up behind a cow.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
So now were these lifers or what?
That's what's funny. They weren't supposed to be lifers out there, but there were. There were some.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
they have.
There was guys that used to want to come back in. They get released and they couldn't take it outside in the outside world, couldn't get a job. You know, nobody wanted to know anything, know them. So they would actually come back and just start throwing rocks at the towers. Arrest me! I want to come back.
Well, there's guys here, like the one that I go to. It's like a work camp thing too, and I have to go check their meter once a year. And
Oh, you're lucky you said checking their meter. I was thinking, what do you go to?
And I was talking to the sheriff's officer there last year, and he was telling me it's where so anybody that's trusted to have a job outside the prisons there, the weekend guys that have to come in on the weekends and serve their weekend sentences, go there.
Work release?
And these are the guys that actually can get in a pickup truck and go out and do like road work or something, and they don't have to have a guard with them.
That's work release.
Yeah.
I've actually hired work release employees to work at the last bowling center we were at. You know, they had to go back. It's almost like a rehab group home, you know, and they had to check in by a certain time, check out. The schedule had to be forwarded to them so they knew where they were at all times, you know.
Sort of like a probation or a parole. Yeah.
You know,
I think I think
you know, they were good employees. They didn't want to screw up because they had to, you know, compared to their, it was sweet compared to what it was before.
Yeah,
And they could actually make a real
most
paycheck.
incarcerations should be like work release. It'd be a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Locking people up in
They could
cages.
actually put some money away so that when they do get out, they have something to get started, you know.
Yeah,
Right.
but locking people in
working in the
cages, it
jail
doesn't do
where-
anything
where-
except take them out of a workforce, take them out of society. At least a work release, they stay a part of society. They are
Right.
working. They can
Well,
show
you know,
they can be
obviously
trusted.
it depends on what they're in there for.
Right, it does, but most people in prison aren't in there for violent crimes, stuff like that. I think
Well,
nonviolent
yeah, but
crimes
here's the
should
thing,
be.
Don. It's just, and I agree with you, but here's the thing with that. A lot of them might not be, but have committed more than one.
Mm.
I had some that actually would trust you to tell me, you know, so I'm not in here for murder, but.
Yeah,
You're
but
talking like
it's happened,
B&E.
it's happened
you get
more
they
than
just
once.
haven't
been
That's
once.
what these teardrops on my face are for.
Right,
So-
you get locked up once and get put into a prison where you're just held in that situation. You're going. It's a spiral, and I think work release would break a lot of people out of that spiral.
Like B&E and everything like that.
Once they get out,
Work
they
release.
still make more. They still make more money doing what they were doing before, and that's why the recidivism rate is so high. They're not gonna get really good jobs without taking the kind of jobs where they really got to bust their ass. You know,
Right.
like construction jobs or whatever. You know, job sites that'll actually hire.
Are you just
these guys.
pacing through the house?
Yeah, why not?
Looks like you just been walking in circles for the last 10 minutes.
I just my feet hurt. So anyway,
You're giving us all some exercise.
My feet are-
Oh, you were
patrolling
just
the yard.
bragging
I'm
about your
patrolling the
insoles.
special needs yard. I got 2 special needs dogs over here, and I'm keeping an eye on them.
I thought you were bragging about your insoles you bought the other day.
Yeah, my shoes fit better now. They are bouncy. But anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I quit them.
My uncle was one of the very few that actually straightened up when he got out of prison. He got put in there for 7 years for manufacturing meth out of his house. But when he got out, my dad gave him a job with his tow company, and he did that, and he ended
Oh,
up
I
being,
want to.
and he did really well. He has never done anything since then.
No, a lot to. Recidivism rate 60-70%. That means
Hey, Jody.
35% or so people actually do not come back, you know,
Right.
or not get caught. One of the two.
That's why I think too, like if you've been out of prison for like 10, 20 years, whatever, I think you should be able to get certain things back, like the right to own a firearm, the right to vote. I think you should be able to get some of that stuff back.
Oh, they've already passed.
Because,
They already started passing things like that.
yeah, cause like my uncle, he's been out of prison for like good over 20 years and has never been in trouble since then. You know what I'm saying? He quit smoking, drinking. He doesn't do anything anymore. And he hasn't in
Will, can you
over 20 years.
keep Justin busy while they're hitting on Sarah in the chat.
Yeah.
Are they?
No, she's gonna end up timing JDS out. It's the only reason he's being nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if you've actually straightened up and you haven't done anything wrong, I think after so much time they should allow all
Hey,
that.
Jody.
Paul, they're sitting outside the yard now, waiting for me.
Oh, are they? Oh, look at them.
There he is. He's in the window, guys.
They're actually laying down and waiting for you, aren't they?
Oh, he's looking up. He heard you guys.
Yeah. Feed
In the
me.
window.
Feed me.
Justin, I agree with you with drug arrests. I agree with you with felony arrests. But repeat violent offenders don't deserve any respect.
Oh, no. I'm talking about somebody that went to prison, served their time, got out, and then so much time has passed and they haven't even had
A lot of violent offenders do all of that, but they're still violent people. Even if they haven't done.
Oh, you're saying so more of a violent crime type, they shouldn't.
Right. That
Right.
He wasn't arrested for that. He was arrested for
No,
trying
he
to
wasn't.
make money.
Yeah, he was arrested for manufacturing meth because he was trying to do a meth lab in his house and got busted by the sheriffs. But yeah, he never got convicted of no violence crime.
Was it any good?
I don't know. I was like freaking, I want to say I was like 10 or 12 when he got arrested. I was pretty young at the time. Then he got out when I was
Right. So was it any good?
He was 10 or 12 when he was doing meth and he was making meth.
No, I was.
10 or 12. I didn't start doing meth till I was 16. Come on now.
Yeah.
No, I was when
There's
he
an
got
age
arrested.
limit on meth.
So
Well, like
he was your supplier? Is that?
No, I can't see why he shouldn't. And they are passing laws that allow them to earn their right to vote, their right to carry arms. It's getting harder because they're trying to take the right to carry arms away from people that have never committed a crime.
Everybody has a right to be corrected, as you guys would probably call it. You know, to put right what they've done wrong. However, if you keep doing it, get rid of them. Problem solved.
What you call a habitual offender.
Yep. Recidivist.
You see, this is why I still think we should have the death penalty over here. If you committed a murder and DNA and everything points to you and you're found guilty, bye. I bet it cut crime down really quick.
Would.
Well, the problem over here though is they get on death row and then they keep appealing it, and they can drag it out for 20 years. Some states.
Oh, hell, we had people on death row that were there since the early 80s, and it was like
Yeah.
1998 when I was there.
Yeah, they just keep dragging it out.
You have to have a governor that's willing to sign the order too. You know, it's not just the appeals.
Yeah, he has to sign the actual death warrant, right?
Yep.
And then states have,
They want that blood on their hands.
Yeah, and then states have, brought back the death penalty, taken it away, brought it back, and they keep going back and forth on it. And so then you'll have people that are on death row, and all of a sudden the state will say, well, we're not doing the death penalty no more. And then those people are just sitting there like regular prisoners. And then,
Well, they definitely had separate units. Death row inmates, they had
Green Mile.
their own blocks. We had,
That was a good movie.
we had two of them, J and M. That was a big jail.
Mhm.
I think there was 700 some odd lifers in there. Out of the 4,546.
Yeah, shit. Wasn't Manson on death row pretty much his whole time in jail? In prison?
Yeah.
In California, yeah. He finally died, what about, I think it was about 6 years ago or so?
Yeah,
That
miss
dude
him.
was nuts. I've seen some interviews, video
Yeah,
clips from him. God,
absolutely
dude,
nuts.
that dude
He was nuts,
awful.
but really smart.
Yeah,
He was a smart nut.
Yeah, well, crazy and smart are two different things.
Well,
And you can be both.
I think if you're crazy, it's one thing, but if you're crazy and smart, it's like you're a double.
Right.
Because you can't claim you don't know what you're doing, you know?
Well, Manson never really did anything.
No.
Well, he just planned the murders.
There was no planning involved, really. He might have told them to go out and they might have known what he wanted and went out and figured out what to do, but there was no real plan.
Well, it's because he had a cult, right?
yeah.
He was very charismatic.
He is a very charismatic guy. You know, his first time in jail, he took the Dale Carnegie course on how to win friends and influence people.
Yep.
And it worked.
It did.
They don't like to list him on the graduates.
There's always a dipshit that's willing to follow somebody.
A next door neighbor, when I lived in California, was on his cell block. He was a correctional officer at Corcoran, where Manson was. Vince was a big guard. He was like 6'4", 275, big dude. He it's kind of funny. When I was moving into my first house in California, my landlord called and said, by law, I have to advise you of this. And you can make, even though you've signed the contract, you can get out of it. He said the house was broken into. And he said, if you don't feel, safe,
Yeah.
then you can, bow out of the contract. We hadn't moved in yet. Well, here what happened was Vince, my next door neighbor, the correction officer, came home, knew the owner of my house, saw the front door half busted down, went over there and caught this guy breaking into the house. Well, it was empty. The dude broke into an empty house. There was nothing in there. But Vince apprehended him, and yeah, we got to know him anyhow. He told me some stories about being on Manson's block. Yeah. So.
Oh, there was nothing better than those jackasses. Remember here about 3 months ago? The ones that broke into that house and then called the sheriff's department and asked them for a ride to the airport. So you guys are.
They were not graduates of the Manson School of Criminology.
Yeah.
The sheriff said, "You can't make this up." I said, "No, you can't."
It's like that guy. I think it was over here where the guy robbed the bank and then run around the corner to his own bank and tried to put the money in his account.
What an idiot.
Jeez.
Sir, why is there dye packs in your money bag?
Guys locked up that were worse than these famous killers. You just don't hear about them.
Yeah, the only reason Manson was famous was because he killed famous people. If he would have been three just random people,
didn't kill anybody.
Well, whatever, involvement, whatever.
Wasn't Sharon Tate, she was pregnant at the time?
Yep.
If he wouldn't have had involvement in that, though, with three famous people, we probably wouldn't know who he was.
Nope.
We had a guy. You want to hear a story? We had a guy.
Yep.
On one of the blocks who was caught Apparently he killed somebody, friend, brother-in-law, whatever. He was so scared of the guy that he wanted to make sure he was dead. And he explained it to me once too. I talked to him. I didn't want to hear the story, but he was telling me. I had to make sure he was dead. I don't want to take any chances. Would you? Would you? Would you? You know, like that. It was like, hey, calm down. Anyway, cut the guy's head completely off, and then spent a couple of weeks with the guy's head in a tote bag and just brought it around with him wherever
Carried
he
it
went.
around.
Yeah, and when the mood struck, he used that head for sexual gratification.
Oh god.
The hell?
Yeah.
Are you sure that wasn't Dahmer you were talking to?
No, you'd be surprised how many of those sick fucks there are out there. It's lots.
Oh my.
Well, I mean, what is
God.
that? The FBI estimates what there's like 200 or 300 serial killers at all times
Mm.
within the general population.
Yeah, I'm gonna admit I
Something
killed
like
some
that.
flakes.
There's a
Yeah.
number that the FBI has that says there's an average of so many serial killers active at one time at any given
Had to
time.
wait a bit the other day.
Mm.
What time's Matt going on tonight?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Okay.
45
It's
minutes.
about 45 minutes.
Because I've got a ship coming up bound I'd like to kind of go get, and I could turn it over to somebody, or we can just call it.
Hey, Steve.
Before you go, those of you on Eastern time at 3:50 tomorrow, don't forget to look up at the moon.
What happens?
You're going to see the latest in balloon technology. There's an asteroid going between the moon and the Earth.
Wow.
They're calling it a city killer.
Well,
Cool.
we've
Big enough to
got-
kill it, big enough to wipe out a city, but it's not going to hit us.
We
Apparently.
won't
they-
see it, but
running-
you enjoy it because it's
And they
it's going to be cloudy and rainy tomorrow here. So
Oh,
and they
bugger.
aim it at Reading, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Okay. Shithole that is.
well, so what are you guys thinking?
I'm
Stuff
gonna,
you-
I'm gonna pop out.
Okay, Ron. So I
Yeah,
guess I'll call it, and everybody's going to go over and
Yeah.
join Matt in a half an hour or so, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gives me time to do a few things.
Okay.
Get myself ready.
All right, David, Tim, Donald, Bill, Dominic, and Ron and Justin, thank you for coming in and piping into the criminology background.
Yep.
And we'll see all of you again tomorrow.
Good. You all take care.
Latest.